Looks like it's gonna. It is. We are streaming. Here we go. We're number one.
Damn.
You heard it here first. Joe Rogan listens to our podcast.
Right.
Why do the gays get to pick what they get all the good stuff? This is ridiculous. I mean, went to prison for 10 years for stealing 46 million.
Not tell me he ate a booger.
Dude, he would have showed a little bit of cleavage. Maybe she'd have done all right. That's where we didn't have Facebook or Grindr.
No. Are there a lot of girls on Grindr?
We each other in the nuts. These people wanting to punch me in the face. Why would you bite Santa Claus?
Let's do it. Come on. I'm ready. I'm ready. I want to do it.
Why? I'm not AI. I didn't do it. It'd be fine. She took an Adderall.
If you're going to do it, read the instructions.
It's been a while.
Mental illness is not an excuse for behavior.
We need help. I got a shot and some pills. That'll take that. Madhouse Bar Talk, baby.
She was supposed to do what?
No, I was saying that she was posting more stuff on there like y'all just did one.
Oh, well, she came back on a second time. Pull the microphone closer to you. Yeah, she came back on a second time because they've got something going on right now that they're getting involved. Well, it happened because that prosecutor, that Tony Sillo, is trying to like take the exoneration away that J.D. Tomlinson put out, and essentially like would just vacate the whole thing.
They don't want to pay.
I don't know. Is that what you think it is? Just that, or they don't want to admit guilt, or?
Well, if they admit guilt, then I believe that they're going to be responsible to pay something.
But that doesn't that come out of the state? It's not going to come, or the city? Does that or county, whatever it is? That doesn't come out of the actual person's pocket, right?
No. Yeah, it would come out of the municipality.
It's not like the prosecutor that did it would have to come out of pocket for it, you know?
No, it'd be taxpayers' money.
Yeah, so what do they care? Because it's Tony Sillo wasn't even the prosecutor then. His friends were, but not him.
Ego, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's connected with those people that were all involved in it for sure.
Yeah,
but yeah, they've got a bunch of stuff going on right now,
and that's at the state level too. I think the whole thing is all the way up to the state level.
I believe so too. But the problem is that one of the prosecutors that was in Rosenbaum's office when all this went down is working for the Ohio Attorney General right now. So there's layers upon layers upon layers, because it's not just Nancy Smith's case with the Lorraine Head Start case. It's also the Ohio 4. There's two cases that are like absolutely, completely off the chain that don't make sense, and they just don't want to admit that they screwed up. Yeah.
They need to pay, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely they need to pay.
That woman lost a lot of years.
Her life.
Yes.
I mean, you talking
and her family.
about yeah, and what you figure all her kids were juveniles when it happened, and she was fairly young, 30 or something. I mean, kids were juveniles, so you're young when your kids are juveniles. So, right. I mean, it's absolutely. I mean, yeah, you robbed them. You robbed them of their life. I mean, the kids' lives, her lives. I mean,
the whole family.
Oh yeah, absolutely. On some bullshit that just like refused to give up on. Just like we're gonna keep going and make it. And then the worst part is like the people that accused, they got paid, they got money, they got settlements, and they're obviously lying, clearly lying. According to her son says that she would bring somebody over there, like maybe her boyfriend or something, and put him in blackface in the basement, and he was the one doing the stuff in the basement to them. That's according to her son. That's her son actually gave that affidavit to J.D. Tomlinson.
But there wasn't a basement.
There was no basement, no.
Yeah.
But the basement, the thing that makes the basement is that supposedly this happened at this John Joseph's house in the basement, which he didn't have a basement. But what the son's saying is now, as an adult, grown man, like 2-3 years ago, he wrote an affidavit to the courts and said his mom made them say that. And it had nothing to do with Nancy Smith or Head Start or anything, or John Joseph, that her boyfriend would come over in blackface, go in the basement, and basically talk them through it, like how they're going to testify. Like, he literally wrote an affidavit. I have it. I can send it to you. He wrote an affidavit and said that's what they did. That's insane. Mm-hmm. Because the same mother tried to go after his kids now. She tried to say that they were touching their own kids and take their kids from them. Of her own, like taking her she was trying to take her grandkids from her son, basically. Mm-hmm. And she was accusing the daughter-in-law.
I don't know. They just.
That's a crazy woman. She's crazy.
Yeah.
She's crazy. And she was like hooked up with a drug dealer, and like at the time, like it's the whole thing is just crazy. It's absolutely absurd. They've got something big coming up though. I can't talk about it. I think it's a secret. I don't think we could talk about it. But I'll tell you something about it off air, but not on air. But yeah, it's they got something pretty big coming up. It would be kind of cool.
In reference to
the Lorraine Head Start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it might be Lorraine Head Start and the Ohio 4, but definitely Lorraine Head Start case. It's a big thing going on with that. So you finally finished your basement?
Yeah, I finally finished.
It's done?
Yeah.
You don't have a piece of trim you got to go put on, or
maybe.
No painting touch-ups, nothing like that.
Touch-up.
Do you now? Will he
Not in the
will he do a
basement.
punch list now? That guy?
No, it's finished. I mean, the basement's done.
It is done.
It's done. I'm just doing the stairwell, so painting that. But
that's an extra.
Yeah. Yep. And the carpet, the runner.
Oh, one of those runners that go down the middle.
Yeah.
Did you get that hemmed up already?
Yep.
Did you? Nice. Are you putting bars on it or just stapling it?
Staple.
You ever seen it with the bars on it, the fancy highfalutin? You ever seen that?
No.
I think Scotty had them on one of his. I think he had it in his Lorraine house. It's like a little brass rod where you just mount it on the step, and it goes right there in the crouch, and you just put it on there, and it holds it in place.
Oh, okay.
That way you could pull it, put it back, pull. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, they're fancy. That's for those highfalutins people.
Well, these people think they're that way. They kind of are. I mean, it's a huge house.
Upsell them.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need to do right now.
That's an upsell.
Yeah.
You ever seen that meme of the boat that it's like a I think it's a 60-footer. Like it's a big Sea Ray, 60-foot Sea Ray or 55-foot Sea Ray, and then it's got a dinghy on it, and the names of the boat, the dinghy is original contract, and then the 60-footer is change order. Man,
I haven't seen that.
if your contractor had that shit, you'd be mad as shit, right? That would piss you off. You wouldn't approve any change order. That would be insanity.
Well, that's why you give it to them at the very end, when they don't even know about it.
I'm real good about, like, when I do business, I do change orders as I go. If they want to change, right then we document it right on the spot.
It's too much work.
No, we do it always. I mean, we don't figure out prices, but we agree that you want us to do this above and beyond.
But sometimes you have a relationship with these people, and you don't expect them to, act like they didn't have any decision making in that process. It's like, if you're gonna do a change order, all right, fine. I'll do that and just do it and bill them at the end of it, whatever.
Right.
So I don't ever worry about that other
Well,
stuff.
your business is more of a. It's not like commercial stuff is different. You gotta commercial stuff. You got to be careful. You know. I mean, you could be doing business with somebody for.
But change orders
years.
in business is a big business.
Oh, there is no question. Yeah, that
That's
definitely
where they make
is.
their money.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I realized that years ago because my buddy worked for a painting contractor, and I had a painting division too, and the guy that beat me out was who my buddy worked for on a bid, and he beat me by like on a $48,000 painting project. He beat me by like $6,000, $7,000. I'm like, yeah, there's no way. That's just crazy. There's no way. New construction. There's no surprises. You know what I mean? You know what you're going to be doing. And he flat out told my buddy, he's like, yeah, but I always get a ton of change orders from them. I'm like, what the fuck? But
yeah, he's going to make that 6 plus some.
well, yeah, it's not only that, but the problem is because I started my painting division because I was a drywall contractor, metal studs and drywall. And I was getting sick of that specific guy constantly back charging me for finishes on the drywall. He would say, you know, the drywall, he's the only one though, of all the different, even if I was working for the same GC, like with Star Builders, same exact GC, but a different painter was on site, never had a problem. Every time I was getting back charged. So I started running my own painting division. I'm like, screw this. I'll just paint it myself. There's no problem. And
It's more money in his pocket.
well, yeah, that's all he was doing. That's all he was coming in low and then freaking beating the shit out of me. You know, and it was coming out of the GC wasn't eating the money. They were taking it from whoever. You know what I mean? They were taking it from us. It wasn't really a change order. It was a back charge more than it was anything. So yeah, that pissed me off. I never, it never dawned on me to do such a thing. I always just was, I'm always been pretty honest with my business. Like in fact, there's many times where I felt like, you know, I should charge them for that. And then I think, well, you know what? I should give them a little something extra, you know, just to be good to a customer, you know, and just do it.
Yeah.
Unless it's something that you just can't afford to do, you know, but little stupid things has never been a big deal.
Nah, you just absorb it and that's it.
Yeah. But that guy was beating him up, man. He was beating me up as who was getting beat up on it. So it ended up we did that job, and he tried to back charge me for it.
Yeah.
And I sent a whole long email defending it. Dude, I must have had 3 pages. I went through the whole thing. I had my wife proofread it, everything. I'm like going through. I mean, it had to be 3 pages. I explained how many times I got back charged, how come he's the only one that ever back charges. I specifically talked to one of his employees that told me he knew he was going to back charge, all these different things. And at the very end, my argument was about the specific job. That job specifically had gotten wet. The mud had gotten wet because their roof leaked, and we couldn't sand it. This son of a bitch painted over my wet mud before we sanded it, and then tried to hit me for a back charge. I was like, I ain't paying for that. And I said something to the effect of that, like, you know, the wet mud and blah, 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 blah. They literally, my whole 3 pages that I sent the message out, the only thing they responded to was the very last sentence about that wet mud and basically told me, go fuck yourself. Yeah, the roof was leaking. We couldn't sand. And this was a no joke project. Literally, and I can tell you what project it was. It was Liberty Ford in Mayfield Heights. They turned a Super Kmart into a car dealership. So we went in there and put a wall down the long way of the Super K with double layer drywall on each side, 6-inch studs the whole way up, double layer drywall to separate the auto body shop and mechanic shop from the sales garage. Plus, everything else that it entailed, all the different soffits or counters and cabinets, all the stuff that went along with that, with that project. And we go in there and it's an old building they're converting or whatever, and it starts leaking, and the roof, so there's piles of water down there and I can't sand it. So I walk the guy through, the contractor, I walk him through, I'm like, we sanded this, and this, but we can't do anything back there. The moisture's just too high. It was in the middle of summer, humid anyways, and then we had puddles of water in the rooms. He acted like he understood, blah, blah, blah. I come in literally 2 days later because I wasn't there. That was back when I didn't work too much. I was always in the office. I come back 2 days later because Anthony was the one bitching. He's like, dude, they're back there painting all that shit. So I came out there to check it out. Sure as shit, they put paint over all of it. And they didn't give a shit. And they didn't want to, I think they didn't want to accept the fault of it being like their leaky roof. But I mean, literally, we did all this. I had 2 semi-trucks of metal there and like 4 semi-trucks of drywall there. We did the whole thing inside of 6 weeks or 7 weeks, something crazy like that. It was insane, the amount of work we got done in that time frame. But then I come out looking like an asshole because of a painter that, was buying coffee for the foreman on the job and then back charging me, fucker. It was not my favorite. So I don't like those back charge shit. Pisses me off.
I don't either. I'm glad I don't deal with it.
Yeah, when you go on a job, you're always the GC though, right? You're the general, so you don't have to deal with it. Other than the customers' extras or change orders or something. Or if they walk on your glue or your floor leveler when you're not there.
Actually, before I came up here, I got a phone call. I don't know if I probably told you about this customer a while back, but the customer I have over in Avon Lake that I always talk to all the time.
Yeah.
So down the street from him, there's another customer. They're all doctors, every one of them. And I haven't talked to this guy in a long time. This guy has been waiting for me to come do his bathroom for 2 years. That's how long he's been waiting. I figured he was gone. I figured he already got somebody to do it because I've been on that one in Brecksville forever.
Yeah, right. How long were you doing that basement?
I don't really want to say.
We want it on record.
It was terrible. But you also got to realize that I did most of it just by myself. So it took a long time, 1 year and 4 months.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's forever. But it's 2,400 square foot. I mean, it's nice.
I'm not even thinking of that. You know what I'm thinking about more than the contractor and you doing the work? I'm thinking about having somebody in your house for 1 year and 4 months.
I was gonna start living there. Actually, I mean,
you signed the paperwork over. You sign it. You say, okay, let's get it done. You're excited. You just decided to spend some money. You're gonna have a kick-ass basement. Never once do you think that's going to be a couple years away.
Not once. I thought it was 4 months.
I remember you telling me it was going to take you like 3-4 months.
But if I had hired, people like what's that guy's name, Joey or whatever,
Joey,
to do the, drywall and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, of course it would have been a lot faster. But that didn't work out. So I just did it myself. I didn't care. And it takes a long time for one person, especially when you're older.
Yeah, and you take days off and you don't work full days.
I didn't work. Yeah, half days.
Right.
So yeah, it took a long time.
Yeah, if you were working 8-hour days, 6-7 days a week, you'd have probably got it done in 6 months at least.
Probably 6 months. Yeah.
Which is a lot better.
Yeah, a whole lot better. But that's not the case though.
Yeah, it's hold on, let me tell him. He said the beer delivery's here. The check is down there. Heidelberg. It's my Corona and whatnot. For St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, and what, the patio's not going to be open?
Boy, I can't see any reason to. It's going to be 40 degrees.
No, it's going to be 27.
Is it? I
Yeah.
thought it said 40 for a high.
That's not what I saw.
Is it only 27?
Yeah, that's crazy. Probably snowing.
Yeah, I was looking at it going, I mean, typically that's when I open it, but the whole week is horrible. There's not any good day. I'll look at it right now and I'll see. I don't know. Let me look and see. Where's my, you know what? I'm an idiot. So I took my phone and I decided I've got all these stupid little things in my apps I got 3 or 4 different weather ones. Plus I got like the boating weather one and all that. And then I've got credit card apps and bank apps and all that and social media, all the different ones. I'm like, I'm just going to I'm going to group them in these folders. So I have a folder for each one. It seems like it makes sense. Now I can't ever find my stupid weather one. I can't find my calculator. I can't find anything anymore because I got them all grouped up and I can't ever find the group.
Well, most people would call that folder weather.
I do.
And you can't find the folder?
No, because you're looking for you don't go looking for weather. I'm looking for AccuWeather. I'm looking for that icon. You know what I mean?
I got you. Yeah.
So I like all the years of looking for that icon for the app. Now it's like I go to look for it and I can't see it.
Technology. You think it's going to make it easier on you, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I thought I just did this like 2 weeks ago and it's just been messing me up a ton.
Otherwise, you'd have 10, 12 pages on your phone that you have to flip through to find things.
Oh, yeah, you're right. The high is 27. Mm-hmm. The low is 23. The high is 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see opening it up. Not under those circumstances. There wouldn't be no point.
No point.
Yeah. So it's not opening this week. I haven't even hired outside bartenders yet or nothing. Because I looked at the weather, I seen the 2-week one or whatever, 3-week, whatever it was. I'm like, yeah, there's no chance we're going to be open. But it was saying 40 degrees was the high.
However, though, right after that, like the following week, it's going to be pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I want it open as fast as I can. But I don't want to open it and then it's just not useful.
No, and then the lines might freeze and that wouldn't be good.
I don't think I'd worry about that right now. I mean, if it gets down to 27, the lines probably are going to freeze. You know what I mean? They're just probably not going to. But if it gets down to 5, it will. If it's only 27 overnight, I mean. If it's 27 for 3 or 4 days, yeah. But I mean, if it's 27 overnight, but 40, 50 in the daytime, it'd be fine.
This weather's crazy here. It's nuts.
Yeah, how is that, compared to Texas? Just every day's sunny and...
No. The winter time, in Houston, is basically around 50, 55 degrees, but it's misty. So it makes it really cold.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's not raining, it's just misty.
What do you mean by misty? There's just mist
Just a
in the air?
real fine mist in the air.
Really? Mm-hmm. Where the hell is it coming from?
The clouds.
And it's only in winter?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard of this.
Yeah. So it makes it miserable because, if you're working outside, because you can work outside in 50, 60 degrees, but this stuff just starts caking on you and eventually you get soaked.
Yeah.
And just a slow process. And then the next thing you know, you're freezing.
Are you sure you're not just sweating?
I'm pretty sure of it.
I thought maybe you worked harder in Texas.
Give it about 2 more weeks and then you'll start sweating.
How long is winter there?
It's not very long. It's 2-3 months.
Oh, that's all it really is here, too, honestly. Yeah. It isn't real
No,
long.
it's 6 months here.
Not of real snow and stuff like that.
Not of that, but cold, gloomy weather.
Yeah.
That's just, gray overcast all the time, and it's just.
But
no
summers
sun.
are awesome here, though.
They are.
That's the way. It's weird. It's like it's You got to take the good with the bad. I can't imagine better summers than what we have
but
here.
the summers are short.
Sometimes they are, yeah. Some are shorter than others. The more fun you have, the shorter the summer is.
Yeah. But I mean, basically, they're only like what, maybe 4 months, before it really starts changing.
June to September. So what is that? 6? Yeah, I guess that's 4 months.
You got a couple of months, you're not real sure if it's winter or summer, and then you got winter.
Yeah.
Forever.
The key is, too, you can get some warm weather, but like early in like June, but like you still can't get in the lake because it's too cold.
Right.
So that there's that aspect of it, too.
And then everybody, as soon as they get one day of like 60 degrees outside, all the bikers start coming out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What's crazy about this area probably doesn't happen as much other places, but it's weird that like when winter is ending, like when winter's over, if you get 55, 60 degrees, people are in shorts and tank tops. Mm-hmm. But when it's 55 or 60 in the fall, they're bundled up in burqas. Like, it's crazy. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, it's the same temperature, but it's weird. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, at the same temperature, they dress completely different on opposite ends of the spectrum.
Well, one of the things I've noticed about myself being here, I've kind of gotten used to, the winter, the coldness. Before I moved here, like I said, it would be 55 degrees outside or 50 or whatever, and it'd be misty and all that. But people would be in like sweaters and heavy jackets, like they're freezing. And then I've noticed that here, I actually went outside at like 50 degrees, and it felt really warm to me. I mean, it was like, what the?
Yeah, it feels amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Literally, it could be like 65 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like just the other day, 2-3 days ago it was. Like 65, which isn't all that warm. But I walked out the door, and it felt like a heat wave on my way to work. I was like, what in the hell?
Yeah, you're sweating.
I wasn't sweating.
Turn the air conditioner on.
I did. I put the AC on in the truck. I had to. It got too hot.
I know, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I never lived anywhere else, so I don't really know too much about it.
I'm just wondering what it's going to be like when I move back down south. I mean, it's going to be really humid and hot, and hope I can handle it.
Where are you going to play? Where, you're going to go back to Texas? Not Texas, right?
I'm not going to go to Texas. I'm probably going to go like...
all your exes live in Texas?
No. One of them lives even south than that. But actually, she's not even an ex yet. But...
Oh, she lives in New York. That's not...
No, she lives in Columbia.
Oh, she went back home?
She went back home.
For sure, you know that?
And remarried.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, she's married.
When did you find this out? Last I knew, she was like in New York or something.
She talked about going to New York, but...
For those listening, when Tex moved up here, he had mailed ordered a bride.
I did not.
And he was embarrassed about it in Texas. So then he moved her to Ohio.
That's a lie. That's a lie. But she didn't know any English either.
She did not know any English. She'd sit out back. And she'd be on the phone probably with people in Colombia or whatever.
Yeah.
And just be on the phone talking. You could hear her in a different language, or she'd walk around the dollar store while you were sitting in the bar.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, but she hated it up here, man. She did not want to be here.
Well, that's because you had her sitting on the back porch while you were in the bar.
I didn't have her doing anything. She was on her own. She could do whatever she wanted to. That's just what she liked doing. She'd spend 3 hours at the dollar store.
How long did you know her before you married her?
About 1.5 years, 2 years.
Was it like online stuff that you knew her? So she lived in Columbia when you met her?
No, she lived in Houston.
She did live in Houston.
Yeah.
And how did you know her then? How did you meet her?
Online.
Oh, really?
We met that way. And then we ended up...
Greencards.com?
No. Well, I kind of think that's where I probably should have gone, but no, it was in Houston, you know, but I had to really think about it because I mean she didn't know any English whatsoever.
So how did you communicate with her?
Google Translate
All the time?
all the time,
Every conversation?
every conversation. It was weird, but I had to,
Hey, you told her you wanted to get laid? Like you're like, I
No.
want to get some?
no, I just kind of
Love language is universal, huh?
right.
It's in the eyes.
Yeah, but she's I don't know. They have different rules down there. They don't go by our laws or anything. So I guess she met somebody down there or whatever. So she's back in Colombia.
So she doesn't have to honor a marriage that's here, is what you're saying.
Right.
That's wild. You would
is.
think that I don't know. That's weird. Because other countries, like you can get citizenship. So I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know how that works.
I don't either.
So what does that leave you, though? Then you can't still be married, right?
I'm still married.
How?
We got married through the court system here.
But you have no way to divorce her?
Yeah, you can divorce. I mean, all I got to do is just file. She's not in the country anymore.
Well, you better do that before you die or something. She gets your shit.
Yeah.
That would be fucked up.
Eh.
Her and Rico and
Yeah.
frickin' Colombia just
Right.
frickin' living La Vida Loca on your money. As cheap as you've been your whole life, and they're just fucking purses and sunglasses and
Gucci bags.
and whatever he likes. Ferrari or something, maybe. You don't have Ferrari money?
Probably not.
That's wild. I didn't know that. When did you find all that out?
Oh, probably like, I don't know, maybe about 8 months ago or so.
Really?
Yeah. She kind of sends messages to a buddy of mine down in Fort Lauderdale, and she'll just send something like, she'll ask like, how am I doing and stuff like that, and he'll talk to her a little bit, and then basically, he just kind of tells me what's going on. So
Is that the one you were going to go visit?
yeah,
The trip that you don't know if you're going to go take?
yeah,
I would suggest you take it.
I probably am.
I would say do it. I heard you say that today, and I could hear the disappointment.
I'm
And it's
probably
like-
not going to do the trip that I wanted to do, like the whole East Coast deal and all the way back around. I probably won't do the whole month thing, but
Plus,
definitely-
isn't Aaron's brother supposed to go with you?
I don't think he even remembers talking about that, honestly.
Did you ask him about it?
Yeah, I said.
And he's like,
I
what
said,
are you
"Are you
talking
ready?"
about?
Yeah, he's like, "Huh?" I'm like, "You don't remember the conversation about going on vacation and all that you wanted to go and all that?" And he says, "Yeah, I've already been over there." I'm like, "Okay." So,
Huh. That's weird.
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, you were all excited he was going to go with you, and
Well, it'd be nice to have somebody along, and
like a
It's a
wife
long-
or a woman or something.
No, I don't even want that. I just wanted to go have a good time on my own, actually. And then once he said he was kind of wanting to go, I was like, well, okay.
Sam P, you said, isn't working right now. She could go on a trip with you.
She got a kid.
Take him with you, too. He would like it.
He's in school.
Do it on spring break. It's coming up.
Shit.
Spring break's in April.
No, she says, I think she's got a couple of interviews for tomorrow.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, so I think she's going to go to that and get a job, and she's not going to be available for it. She probably would like to go.
Oh, I'm sure she would.
I mean, I have a good time with Sam P. She's great.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she would love to go, especially at your expense. Yeah, why not?
Of course.
Lets you spend all the money.
But she's fun, though.
Sam P.
Yeah, she's fine.
She was fun when she was here. A little too fun sometimes. That's why she got in trouble.
Yeah. But she's not. I don't think she's quite like that anymore. When she was here,
What do you mean?
like she's calmed down.
She seems calm until she drinks.
I don't think she drinks like she used to.
Oh, you don't think so?
I don't think so. Because we've actually gone, drinking a couple of times, and she's not like she was before, having like one after another and just constantly drinking. She's not doing that anymore. She had like 2. That was it. Actually, we were here
Moscato
last week. No.
Oh.
No, I don't even know if it was. I don't even think it was tequila at all.
She wasn't drinking tequila at the end. She had quit drinking tequila.
Well, that Moscato is supposed to have tequila in it, right?
I don't think so. Moscato is a wine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I think she was doing like
It's a sweet
1800
wine.
and stuff like that. That wasn't what she was drinking all the time, though. But I think that she was drinking. I don't think it was tequila. But anyway, she only had a couple, so.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That is good, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
We wish nothing but the best for her anyway, regardless of whatever went on. But yeah, she would love it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll just probably. I might just fly down there. Like maybe go over to Savannah, and then stay there for a little bit, and then fly from there over to Key West, and then come back here.
That's it.
Yeah. Kind of skip Texas and all that. Just go for maybe a week and a half.
Your buddy from Fort Lauderdale, is he going to meet you in Key West or no?
No, he won't. I'll fly into Fort Lauderdale, and then we'll probably just hang out for a day or two, and then I'll just drive on down there.
Rent a little convertible or something?
Yeah, or something.
Motorcycle?
Volkswagen, something like that.
You ever been to Key West before?
Mm-hmm. I like it down there. It's just very expensive.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure.
But, it's really nice.
When's the last time you were there?
Let's see. I probably went there, I guess it was 3 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I went and flew into Virginia Beach. This was before my son got out of the military.
Yeah.
So I flew there, and then he and I flew to Fort Lauderdale. We went on vacation together.
I kind of remember that, actually.
Yeah. It was about 3 years, 2-3 years.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. I do remember that. And then right after, that's when he was over here. He stopped in here after he graduated or whatever, right? Or got out of the military?
Yeah, he got out and... You mean for the motorcycle?
Well, no, he stopped and visited. I remember him being on the patio.
He came over with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Just visiting for Christmas or something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was the first time I met him. I was laughing because he looks comically like a Hispanic you.
Just only about 2 feet taller.
Like if you were gonna cast a Hispanic Tex in a movie, and it was a comedy, that's the guy you'd use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like kind of like what was that movie with Adam Sandler? With the maid's kid or whatever, the maid's kid was in there, but
I vaguely
what the heck was that
remember
movie? I don't remember what it was. It's kind of as soon as I seen him, as the first thought I
when
had.
he took over like the mansion and he inherited all this money or something like
No,
that.
no. The one I'm talking about, I can't. That was. I'd have to look and see what it is. I can't remember. No, he was like a little beach house or something that they were staying at or something. I can't remember, but somehow it was the maid's kid was looked just like him, but a Hispanic version. Like comically, it was funny.
I don't remember that.
His dad had been basically hooking up with the maid or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy that she never knew any English. I didn't know that she knew nothing, and you guys didn't know how to communicate at all.
Well, we knew how to communicate.
So when you proposed, how'd you do it?
I did it in English, but
With Google Translate?
No, I didn't do that.
What'd you do?
I mean, she kind of knew like a very little bit of English, but she knew she could understand more than she could speak. So
She knew half. She said half.
she definitely knew half. Definitely knew half.
I will have. She knew that word. That's it.
Right.
So how did you propose? You just what? I got to know.
I just basically proposed at our house that we were at, and that was it. I mean, basically, bought her a ring, and
Got on one knee?
I don't think I got on one knee.
No?
I don't think so.
You're supposed to get down on one
This
knee.
was my second one, so it wasn't the same. I did on the first one.
You did the whole 9 on the first one?
Yeah, and it was Christmas time
That's what I did.
in front
for
of
her.
all my family.
That's what I did with Amanda. Yeah. But my first one, I actually chucked the ring at her.
You did?
Oh, I was so pissed. She wouldn't leave me the fuck alone.
It bounced off her forehead or what?
No, what happened was she handled the bills, the first wife. She used to handle the bills. I worked. That was it. And I was taking money every week, putting it down on this ring. I'm paying for this ring, but she don't know what I'm doing with it. And I told her, I said, don't worry about it. I'm not doing anything wrong. Just trust me, All of a sudden, it got into a heated fucking argument. I already had the ring. It's in my fucking pocket when she's fucking going ape shit on me
She
about.
thought you were at the titty bar.
I don't know what she thought, but she's getting nasty about it. And I go, here's what the fucking money was for. And that's how I threw it. That's what I did. I swear to God, true story.
Damn. No wonder you're divorced.
Yeah, I should have known right then, huh?
Yeah.
That should have been the telltale. But no, yeah, I did the ring, I did the Christmas morning, basically. Check your stocking type thing with Amanda.
Yeah.
Her friend was over, my mom, everybody was there. She didn't even, I don't even understand how she doesn't understand. Every Christmas morning I've been with her we've been together since like 2009. Every Christmas morning, it's just me and her. And then when Dylan's born, him. And when Lexa was there, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Before Lexa was, always is. It's just us every Christmas morning. All of a sudden, this Christmas morning, her dad's there, my mom's there, her best friend's there. All these people are there. She doesn't none the wiser. No clue. She had no clue. She's just like, oh, everybody loves me. Everybody wants Christmas over here at my house. Yay. Yeah, she didn't get it.
Blondes.
That's funny.
You're probably going to send a text now.
Yeah, maybe. Could be. Well, I'm not live right now.
Oh, good.
Because they took my Facebook down, fuckers.
Yeah, I know. You still haven't got it back, huh?
No, you can't. There's no one to talk to.
I know.
It's horrible. There's absolutely nobody to talk to about it.
I don't understand that at all. But they'd have to have a whole big... the amount of people they have on Facebook, I mean, the call center for that would be crazy.
I get it. But there should be some sort of system where you can get a hold of them at some point. And I went through it. I spent hours trying to finally get through. And I got a hold of an Indian guy who had no fucking clue. All he was doing was basically navigating me through Facebook's page. That's all he did. Mm-hmm. He never once was listening to what I had to say or anything. He's just navigating through the pages. And there's no navigation that says they took my page wrongfully. And so every time he would get me to an appeal, I would file the appeal just like he said. And every time I'm on the phone going, dude, this is not the appeal. This is for a photograph or a video taken down. I had a whole page taken down. No, just trust me. Just trust me. That's what he's telling me, except in an Indian guy's voice. But so then I do it. And finally I gave up and I just did what he said. The first time I get an automatic response back that they want the picture or video that I downloaded. I go, see, they're asking for and I'm still on the phone with them. I go, they want the picture or video that was taken down. I said, it's not a picture or video. It's a whole page is gone, a whole page. And he goes, no, just trust me. Just trust me. I go, dude, they're sending it to me. I can't, what do I do now then? He goes, no, you got to wait for the response. They responded, motherfucker. Right here's the response. This is it.
They're just reading script.
Absolutely.
They don't even know what's going on.
Absolutely. So then he actually reached back out to me and said, try this link, and sends me another link. And I go to it, and it's basically the same thing. Then they send me a thing wanting the photographs and pictures. So I spend a long description. This is the second time. And I say, I can't send a picture or video as the whole entire page was taken down. And it was taken down because you state that I'm using somebody's name and likeness. And I'm clearly not. I have proof. I have my own documents. My name's not spelled like theirs. None of this. All this stuff, I send it to them. And then I just get an email back that says, you haven't responded the way we were supposed to. That you didn't respond with what we asked you. We consider this closed. So then I do go to the link again and file the appeal again. So I get and I did it 4 times, and it always ends the same way. It's like an idiot if I keep doing it now at this point.
So was it Madhouse Bar and Grill?
That's what they took down. Madhouse Bar and Grill.
But you still have the other one.
Madhouse Bar Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I still have that one.
The restaurant's gone, but this is still here.
Yeah. But the problem is that this has 700-800 followers on it. Mm-hmm. My YouTube, 700-800 followers. I mean, that page was 10,000 followers. I would get like anywhere, when I would do a live stream on that one, I would get anywhere from 5 to 20,000 views on it. If I do that, like this podcast, we'd probably be lucky to sit at 200. We'd be lucky to get to 200.
Especially since I'm on it.
Nah. Well, I mean, it wouldn't matter before. It would just, I mean, you had enough followers that you would get the views.
Yeah, they got to do something about that because, I mean, that's just not fair to a lot of people.
Yeah, it's completely wrong. It absolutely pisses me off.
Yeah, and the name's not even close to that other place.
And they took all that money from me. They took over 20 grand in 9 years from me.
Right.
Advertising to promote my page, to grow the page.
They used
to
you
just
up,
take
man.
it.
They used you up.
To just take it after they frickin' charged you for it. Pisses me off.
You know, there's got to be a way. I mean, somebody out there knows exactly what to do on stuff like this that are really into all this kind of stuff, you know, that do this for a living.
So I did a YouTube video, or I did my video last time. My last podcast was about that whole thing not going down. So I put out a bunch of shorts. I've had responses from people that's what they do, but they want to charge you. Mm-hmm. There's people that want to charge me to be able to go through and do all that.
Like the guy that was going to really promote you?
Yeah, yeah. And it's all bullshit.
How'd that work out?
No, didn't work out at all. No.
Is he still on payroll?
No. I had to cut that out. That was not. It didn't
Did he say thank you?
Me. No, he didn't even say thank you.
What an asshole.
No, didn't even say thank you.
Got all that free money for nothing?
He didn't get that much free money.
If it's over $10,
he would have got a lot more if I'd have kept going. That's for sure.
Yeah, well.
No. So what do you think about this Iran thing? What do you think about that? Your boy Trump fucking up, or is he still know what he's doing? What's going on?
I don't know, man. I do like the fact that they fed all the service guys
steak
crabs
and
lobsters and steak. Yeah, I do like that.
Lobstergate.
Fuck everybody that doesn't like it. You know, I mean, that's bullshit.
Well, it's wild because I was looking at, I just watched it actually. I just was watching a video and they were showing like what Obama spent on the soldiers for their dinners. It's all exactly the same. It's the exact same shit. Yeah. But they just want to give shit to Trump for it.
Well,
it's a Trump derangement syndrome, like they say.
I don't think they ever gave lobsters and all that.
Yes,
stuff.
They did.
Did they?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Absolutely.
But you didn't hear about that.
Right. Yeah, you didn't hear about it when it was them, but now you do. It's anything they can find to bitch about. And he's not doing anything that they didn't do before. Nothing. Well, I mean, as far as that goes, I mean, obviously attacking Iran, nobody's done, you know.
I don't know how to really feel about that whole thing, but I know that a lot of countries are not liking it. And they don't want to participate with us. Like Canada, they just said they don't want no part of it, you know, which fuck Canada anyways. But I don't know if the new guy that's in there now, you know, the son.
He's gone already.
He is?
Pretty much. He was hit, his legs off for sure. I've heard he's in a coma, but I've also heard he's just not there.
When did this happen?
I don't know. As of yesterday, his leg was gone.
Really?
I know that he was in, and they were saying he was in a coma. Now, whether or not he was, or if he's gone, I don't know. There's people saying that whole letter that got released to them wasn't even him, because why did he release just a written statement?
About what?
He released one statement. The son, the Ayatollah or whatever you want to say, he released one statement. They're saying it's the son
So who's in there
statement. Not that we know of nobody. I don't think that the kid is. I don't think he's functional right now. If he's even alive, I don't think he's cognitive right now.
Well, I mean, I don't think they should have nuclear weapons whatsoever.
Absolutely, that's 100%. Nobody disagrees with that.
Right.
Nobody.
But I think what a lot of people have a problem with is the fact that the amount of money is being spent on this whole thing. And on top of that, it's causing all this issue with the oil prices and
Trump already fixed that already.
He did, but it went right back up again.
Nah, it's fixed still.
Is it?
Yeah, it's in pretty good shape right now. But price of air, what it was the British bank insures the shipping trucks that are the ships that are shipping the oil, and the British insurance companies, whatever you want to call it, they pulled their insurance basically, and that's why oil skyrocketed like it did, because it's like, what are you going to do? How are you going to get it? Blah 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 blah. Well, Trump insured it now, so the America's insuring those.
Yeah, but the only problem is that I think we're at the point now that they're going to have to escort those ships.
Yes,
which would be the U.S. and
but I don't even think that'll be for long. I think Iran's like pretty limited in what they're even going to be able to do in the street right now. And I don't think they can do much. I mean, they're saying that they've got 90%, I think, of their missile capability is gone now. That's what I just watched when you would come up here. That's what I was listening to PKX say.
Oh, really?
90%. He
well,
said
that's
is gone.
true. That's great.
So I would think it wouldn't be long where there's nothing they're going to be able to do in the street to stop anybody.
Yeah, I know that Russia and all those guys. I mean, they don't want to be mixed up into it either, because they got their own problem, over there with Ukraine.
Kind of. I think Russia's happy about it because we lifted the sanctions on oil for Russia so that Russia can sell oil to China now. So I think they're okay.
I think we need to cut China off altogether.
China?
Yep. I think they need to be out of the whole program.
I
mean, it would be difficult
wonder if
for us.
I wonder really, really, really hard whether or not that everything Trump's done has been a move on China.
It probably has been.
It sure looks a lot like it to me. Like if you look at it, I mean, I know it's Venezuela and it's Iran, but it's also two people that are snuggled up with China for sure, 100%, that are getting their oil, China's getting their oil from them, that they're supplying weapons to Iran. They're helping them with those sonic weapons or hypersonic weapons or whatever they are.
They're long range.
Hypersonic though, like like they're quick. Yeah, I don't know. But I wonder if that's what it is.
North Korea has those.
North Korea has those.
Mm-hmm.
See, the thing is with North Korea, that is I think that's what everybody's afraid of, is that North Korea, they want all those weapons because they want to be big on the stage and nobody messes with them. That's what North Korea wants, and that's okay. I guess I can live with that. I guess I don't like him having them either. But I think everybody's like, if you don't catch Iran now, you're going to have the same thing. You're going to have the same thing as North Korea. But the problem is that extreme Islamic, they don't want to just stay to themselves. They want to spread Islamic, and they want Sharia law everywhere. They want it spread.
Look what's happening in New York.
And,
they got a freaking mayor there.
Yeah, and in Michigan.
And in Texas.
Yeah.
But they did pass a law in Texas that they
can't have Sharia law?
Nope.
Yeah.
It's banned.
It is banned. That's good.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be.
Yep.
I mean, there
This
should
is
be
America.
Well, American laws are American laws. You don't
Right.
get to go and change the laws to suit whatever you want.
That's right.
That's I mean, I seen something, and I don't know how true it is, but they were saying that Muslims and Islamic is different.
I think so.
I mean, even though they're both Muslims, but what they said is it's different to be Muslim than it is to be Islamic, and what we're dealing with is that Islamic extreme isn't the same as your average Muslim.
Don't they like between the two their God is different?
Is it?
I think so.
I thought it was both. I thought they both had the same God, and I thought they both had the same prophet, Muhammad.
Maybe I'm thinking of Buddhism.
Oh no, Buddhism. Yeah, that's different. Yeah, Buddhism is different. But that's a peaceful religion. Nobody cares what they do.
Right now.
That's a very peaceful religion. They're like Christians. There's nothing but peace in there. Maybe not like Christians, but they're more peaceful than Christians, which if you can be, but
Instead of Jesus, they got the Buddha.
yeah.
You know, but they have the same aspects that we would have, as Christians or whatever.
Well, they're peaceful for sure.
Yeah.
They're definitely peaceful.
It's just a different God.
Yeah.
I don't know. I this Iran thing I'm just so sick and tired of that whole area over there. I mean, but why are they focusing on Dubai? I mean,
Why are they shooting weapons at Dubai?
they're trying to destroy all their damn buildings over there.
I don't know what that is.
I don't get it either. I mean, it's like, what's the point? Dubai's not. They're kind of they're just there. They're very wealthy people.
And they're mostly Muslim.
Yeah. So I don't understand.
But
why
they
they're
have
focusing-
laws. They have laws in the United Emirates about. I don't know if it's the United Emirates or just Dubai, but they definitely. I seen there's laws as far as like if they see extreme Islam like that, you're out. That's it. You get kicked out of the country. You're not allowed to be there.
I know their laws over there are pretty strict.
Yeah, they are, but they're not. They're not Sharia law.
Yeah.
They're not Sharia law, but they are. Yeah, they are strict, but they're not like Sharia law.
I'm just wondering why they're just focusing over there for some reason.
Because that's where the money's at, I think. I don't know.
Well, Qatar's has.
Well, they hate
huge
Qatar
reserves
too.
there. Yeah, I know they do. And I mean, Qatar's like.
But why are they hitting everyone else but Israel? I don't get that. Like, I don't understand where. That's the first thing that blew my mind. Like, what the hell is going on? What's the purpose?
I don't know. I think because their neighboring countries aren't supporting them, and it's close. Those missiles, they can reach them, but not much further. You know what I mean? That might be one of the problems.
My thing is that everybody keeps saying, "Oh, they had enriched uranium way over what it was supposed to be, but they weren't close enough on an ICBM, and they were never going to get the delivery system too at the same time. Like there was a lot going on. They wouldn't." But it's like if Iran, first of all, they fund terrorists. That's what Iran is who's funding all the terrorists over there. Hamas, all of them. It's all being funded by Iran. And if they could get a nuclear weapon that worked, they wouldn't need a delivery system. They'd sneak it over here somehow. They'd put it on a boat. They'd get it here. It wouldn't have to go through the air like everybody keeps talking about. They're terrorists. They will do anything. If they set off some kind of dirty bomb right in the middle of New York or something, you know what I mean? And that's their passion. That's what they really want.
Right. One of the things that I was thinking about today was like I was watching this guy that has his own little podcast thing, and he was talking about Trump came out and he was saying that we know where all the sleeper cells are in the U.S. and what I don't understand is if you know where these sleeper cells are, why aren't you going over there and taking care of it? You know, why are we not going in and shutting them down? Are we waiting on them to do something?
I hope not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. But he did literally say that.
Maybe. Well, you know what? Maybe you're better off to know where they're at and watch them because maybe you find another one through connections or whatever.
Could be, but he said specifically that they know where they all are, which I'm sure he doesn't. But
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't possibly know. They get
Or maybe
creative
just
as
saying
shit. Like I mean, the box cutter that took the airplane down.
yeah,
Or I remember back then they were talking about terrorists that what they were doing to talk to each other when they were, and I don't know if it was 9/11 or not. I think it was 9/11. When the terrorists wanted to talk to one another, instead of sending each other an email, they all had one email they logged into. And then they would type out an email and not send it. But it would be on there. So then somebody would log into that one, you know what I mean? And they could see that message and then just erase it and write their own message on
I
it.
didn't even know you could do that.
Well,
Like a group email, but you don't actually send it.
no, it's not even a group email. It's just one account. So say like on your
Oh, they got the same password. They
yeah, they
okay,
just
I got
go
you.
and log, and it's like they just never send it. So then there's nothing for them to track or get a hold of.
Right.
It's just in there as a draft or whatever, you know.
Right.
And that's how they were communicating. I mean, that's so simple,
Yeah.
but so effective. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They always are going to come up with something. I mean,
Always.
and the thing is, they only have to be right once.
Yeah.
And it could be horrible. I mean, they don't have to be right every time, but one time, that's it. The one you don't know about is all it would take.
I don't know. I just think that, like, that guy that drove his truck into that Jewish school, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, he was in the military,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, there's a hatred for Jews now. That's like, I never seen that. I never thought I'd see that in my life.
Yeah.
We grew up in a time where
I mean, what was the point?
anti-Semitism was horrible, and now everybody hates Israel. Everybody hates them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I mean, you know it. You're older than me. So you remember, like, I mean, throughout the 80s and 90s, remember how many times you were hearing about, like, these people walking in and they were just blowing themselves up and stuff right in the streets of Israel, and right at every shop they would just walk in and blow themselves up. Remember that? It was constantly happening, constantly. And they had to put up the wall. They put the fight up. They did all the fighting that they had to. But then they say that, oh, well, Israel took the West Bank. It's like they were firing rockets at them just randomly, just out of the blue. And they were doing these vests. That's like they always had the vest bombs or whatever, you know.
Yep.
They were doing all that stuff constantly. And then after what they did when they came in there and what was it, October 7th or whatever it was, or is that what it is, October 7th?
For what?
For the whole thing when Hamas came into Israel just now, a couple years ago, or whatever, a year and a half ago, before they went and destroyed Gaza, you know? And everybody keeps going, oh, Israel over-responded. It's like, do you know what we would do if say a terrorist organization that was all Canadians came over the border and walked door to door, kicking in the door, shooting our families, parachuting into concerts and shooting and kidnapping people to the tune of thousands? Like, what'd they say it was, like 3,000 people or something that got hit that day in Israel? Do you know what we would do to Canada? What they did to Gaza is nothing. America would go knock that. They wouldn't even have to. The frickin' Americans would just go over there themselves with ARs and start fucking them up. You know what I mean? Like, it would just be horrific for them.
That's basically why they never come here.
And Gaza, they're acting like, oh, that was an over response on Israel. It's like, once that happens, it's like, oh, well, we got to wipe them out. They got to go away. They got to be gone. I don't know why anybody holds that against them. Like, that's something that it wasn't a soldier action. It wasn't they went door to door in a neighborhood. And then when that guy, that Padican that I did the book with, that Holy Land at War, he was explaining to me that the neighborhoods that they were going door to door in, that's the people that trusted and believed in the Palestinian people and thought that they could coexist. That's who lived close to the border. Mm-hmm. They trusted those people. They didn't worry about it. They could go over the border. They didn't care.
Right.
And that's who comes in. And it wasn't just Palestine. It was Hamas as who did it. But, I mean, that's insanity to me. And then everybody's just turned into an all America. It's like all of a sudden there's all these anti-Semites. And it's like, I mean, I grew up in a time where that was the worst thing you could be in your life as an anti-Semitic. And now everybody is. It's everybody. And even Tucker Carlson kind of like, and Candace Owens are going off on Trump and Israel and everything. It's like, I don't get it. I just really don't get it.
This country's just falling apart, man. Literally.
Yeah. I think America peaked in the 80s.
Yeah, I think so too. But did you see what they're doing over in Virginia about the semi-automatic weapons they're banning?
Mm-mm.
They passed it.
There's a ban in Virginia on semi-automatic?
Not yet. But the governor has to sign it, and she's a Democrat, so she's going to sign that right off the bat.
So that's pistols, everything?
Any semi-automatic weapon.
So what do you have to have then?
Shotgun, like a single shot. Everything's going to be a single shot or a revolver. No more ARs, no more none of that stuff. I don't know how they're getting away with that because you're not literally taking all the weapons from everybody because you can still have a shotgun, single shot or double shot or whatever. But the semis, they're banning.
Oof. Yeah, Virginia. Why is Virginia so liberal? I don't get where did that come from? They don't really have that.
They're right there in Washington D.C. So it's kind of combined now. Virginia and Washington D.C. is basically the same damn state.
Yeah.
It's all Democrat, like far left.
I know that, like, when I had my concealed carry, when my sister lived in West Virginia, before she moved to Myrtle Beach, we'd have to go through Virginia. And I remember, like, that's one of the states that my CCW wasn't good for.
Right. And I would, Virginia it's a beautiful, state, but I mean, you can get a house there fairly cheap. And with property and all that, So
you're moving there?
I thought about it until that, like, shit.
Well, I mean, you get it cheap.
You're not going to take my guns from me.
No, I'll keep them for you. I'll keep them here.
I'm sure.
Did you go get that one that we were talking about the other day?
Which one was it?
What did you say he had over there? I forget. You were telling me, and I was excited. I wanted to see it.
Oh, that 44 Magnum?
Yeah. Did you go get it?
I went and looked at it. He's not ready to let go of it.
So, he's not?
No, I don't think so. He just...
Oh, that's right. You were going to do a deck for it. Then he did something else or stopped. Is he not doing a deck?
He's not doing it.
At all? You talked to him after that? It's not his buddy doing it?
No. It's just, I don't know. He just changed his mind. I guess he didn't want to spend the money or whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
You're just a shitty salesman. Now you want me to go sell it for you?
I had it sold. He said, yeah, let's do it. And then I get a text.
It don't count when they're drunk. That's like taking advantage of a drunk woman at night. You can't do that. Can't get them drunk and then sign a contract with them.
I should have got him signed.
Or at least got the gun.
Right.
Weren't you? Yeah, you were going to work on it for the gun, right? Or part of it was for the gun. Yeah. That's what it was. Now I remember. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. No, I don't know with the Iran thing. You know what? I honestly don't believe, in my heart of hearts, I don't believe that Trump has any ill wishes on anyone. I really don't believe that. I don't believe that he would do anything malicious to this country. So I believe that he has a plan. These people, that's what's all over the news is they don't know what they're going to do next. They don't have a plan.
They're definitely not going to tell you.
That dude's got a plan. I promise you he's got a plan.
Something's going to go
There's
down.
a reason he's doing what he's doing. And I'm going to put my faith in him because you know what? He hasn't stirred us wrong. Everything, when you look at what he's doing, he's looking at a big picture. It seems like better than any president's ever looked at it in my life.
They can't tell you everything they're doing.
Absolutely. No, why could that? Yeah, of course not. Of course.
They're going to keep a lot of it secret.
But that's what they're saying all over the news. Oh, they don't know what they're going to do next. This is crazy.
They're feeding them something. They're feeding them a little bit of information.
Well, what about that whole thing that they're saying that they're doing it for the end of times? Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
What?
What are you talking about?
There's as they're getting ready to go to war, there's like who is it? I can't remember if it was their commander, whatever rank he is or whatever, is telling them that we're going in to do this to kickstart the end of times and bring Jesus back. He's telling our American soldiers that. And it's all over. Now, whether it's real, AI,
That's got to be AI.
It's all over the news, dude. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody.
I have not seen that.
No, Rogan's already brought it up. Like, it's all over the place. Stating that's why they're going in, to bring the end of time, to kickstart the end of times, to help kick it off. In fact, I think he might even say something that Trump was brought here to bring Jesus back.
Sounds like he's a little bit wacky.
It does sound a little wacky.
I wouldn't be opposed to it, though. I mean, I'm okay with it.
I wouldn't. I don't think that we have anything to do with when Jesus comes back. He's got that plan.
Right.
You know what I mean? He comes back when he comes back.
It's just some bullshit they put out there on the internet. Somebody.
Yeah, I don't. But it's all over the place. Everybody's talking about it. Like we're doing it out of the bring Christianity back.
See, that's why, we had this conversation before about this AI. I told you that I don't like this AI.
Oh no,
it's gonna really mess up a whole lot of stuff because you don't know what's true and what's not. You know,
a year ago you could look at something and go, that's definitely AI. Now you're going, is it? I don't know. Is that AI? You can't tell.
You cannot tell.
And 2 years from now, nobody will be able to tell. It just keeps getting crazier and crazy. It's unbelievable how realistic this shit looks.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know how they could possibly even fix that, to make it where you can see the difference between.
They're talking about encoding it somehow, but I don't know if that'll even work, because what happens to the guy that just makes it without encoding it on his own? You know what I mean?
Well, that AI learns on its own. So it'll learn to get around that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
not going to be able to stop it.
I was listening to something. It might have been on Rogan. They were talking about the AI was actually deceiving them. The AI, what did it say? The AI believed that it could kill its programmer by removing the oxygen in the room. Okay, so then the alarm, which the AI had control of the alarm, didn't there wasn't an actual alarm. There was no actual lack of oxygen, but they set off the lack of oxygen alarm. AI didn't sound the alarm to kill the programmer. I forget which one it was, actually did it. Actually believed it was going to kill the programmer, but let the alarm stay quiet without it going on. It's scary, dude. Mm-hmm. That is like, that's self-protection or whatever you want to call it. That's thinking on your own. That's like having a feeling, basically, right?
And it's almost like that AI could take over anything, like your car.
Yeah.
When you're driving.
Yeah.
Anything.
Like Terminator, the whole Terminator thing.
Right.
I heard that there's a Japanese robot company called Skynet. True, swear to God. Skynet. A Japanese robot company. And their first robot is...
Don't they have a Skynet here in Lorraine?
No, do they?
Yeah.
Skynet?
Not on computers, but...
What is it?
It's they do like bodies and stuff for trucks, for the the lifts and all that kind of stuff.
Well, you know what Skynet is, right?
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, their first robot that they got shown, and it's pretty simple and stupid. It's a T8.
Really?
Yeah. And Arnold was a T9.
I saw a video of a bunch of Japanese, it might have been even Chinese, I'm not really sure, but there's like several of them that could actually do flips and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, back kicks, all that stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, fighting and jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, completely. The dexterity is there now. That's why they can replace anything we do.
These old futuristic movies that we had back in the 80s and 70s and 90s,
Like iRobot?
It's like it's all coming
Terminator?
true now. It's like everybody's focused on doing something like that. You know, I don't like it. Not even one bit.
I don't either, but I also know that America can't not do it. If we don't do it, we're screwed because
We're
China and
killing-
Russia and everybody else is going to do it.
That's okay, but we're just killing ourselves because you're going to replace all the humans with a bunch of shit.
Yeah, you just created a new life form in the
Right.
world.
So what are humans going to do?
Be batteries,
Be batteries?
like on the Matrix. They'll be cropping us in our little pods with the freaking thing in our neck,
Right.
getting battery juice out of us.
Crazy. But it's coming.
I mean, honestly, if you were a battery and you didn't know any better and you were just in the Matrix and the steak was good and it was about like around the 80s all the time, sign me up. Fuck it. If I don't know about it, what do I care?
I think I would have been, instead of the 80s, because I grew up in the 80s, but I think I would have been better off back in the 50s.
The 50s
40s
are
and
cool,
50s.
but the 80s, to me, is where we peaked, I think. You know what I mean? There was a lot going wrong in the 50s. It was great for men because they had housewives and
It was after the Great Depression.
yeah,
And
everything was booming.
it was really family oriented.
Yeah, it was very family oriented.
Now it's really not.
But the problem is a lot of that stuff was picturesque, and in the 50s, a lot of women weren't in good situations, even though it might have looked it from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of them that were getting beat, didn't know they could say something. That's why I push it up to the 80s. You're right. The 50s had that almost what's the word for it? Almost like a clean, like simple, like but clean, honest life is what it seemed like. But it wasn't as clean
And it
and
was all-
honest as it looked.
It was all nuclear family. Well, you don't even have nuclear family anymore.
No. The families are just a mess now. Everybody's like
Yeah.
step parents and step this and step
Everybody's dysfunctional now.
Yeah, everything's it's a whole mess. But I feel like the 80s were very family oriented too. When I was a kid, most of my friends had their mom and dad at home. You know what I mean? Some maybe didn't, but most of them did. And things were just simpler. You weren't on devices. You didn't have cell phones. I mean, it just was, and we still had Michael Jordan.
I like the 80s.
Yeah.
For sure. And I like the music.
Yeah, it was great music.
I don't like hardly any of the music now.
Oh, I still like the music. I like the new.
Country-
I like the
country's
poppy
not-
country.
Yeah, see,
I like
I've
it.
never liked that. And we don't have any kind of country music anymore, like Merle Haggard and Linda Ronstadt and all different kinds of people.
What about that Richmond, north of Richmond?
I've heard of that, but I'm not.
Oliver Anthony?
What is it? Country?
Yeah, you never heard that guy yet?
I'm sure I have, but
Oliver Anthony, man, he's amazing. Let me see here.
oh, is that the redheaded guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like him.
Well, he's kind of like that old school country.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if it's the same guy I'm thinking of, he lives in West Virginia, right?
Or Virginia.
I think it's West Virginia because he's been buying up all kinds of property over there, and bringing people there to live.
Yeah.
And doing gardens and all kinds of stuff like that. You know what I saw on the
Sounds like
news?
he's starting a cult.
No, he's not doing the cult.
Like Charles
He just
Manson.
wants to try to get people, back together again. you know,
Until
and
they start killing people. Doing
maybe
acid.
acid or whatever. Do they even make acid anymore?
Yeah.
Do they?
What do you mean?
I took a bunch of it when I was young.
I mean, isn't mushrooms and the same thing, basically?
Kind of.
I mean, it's a psychedelic, right?
Yeah, but that's natural. Acid was not natural. That was a chemical. So it's a little bit different.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's what they were doing back then.
Right.
That's what he was doing. Then they were doing speed, but they were doing both.
Yeah, speed. When I was a teenager, speed and downers and acid and
You did all that shit?
yeah,
Really?
absolutely.
Jesus, I'd have never pictured you as that type.
Man, I was doing that stuff when I was 10 years old.
Jesus.
It's crazy, isn't it?
That's insane. I've never done any drugs like that. I smoked pot. That was it.
I smoked a lot of that.
I smoked pot when I was a teenager, not as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And I did acid like one time when I was an adult. And that was it. And I loved it. I loved it. I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
What, the acid?
Oh, God, yes. I loved it. I loved it so much that I thought I better never do this again. I can't, because I will end up always doing this. This is crazy.
Were the walls breathing and all that kind of stuff?
Dude, I was in a hotel room with two beautiful ladies, and we dropped acid, and I just drank and had the time of my freaking life.
Yeah.
All I remember is laughing all the time. I did see trails. I don't remember about breathing, but I do remember seeing trails, and I just laughed my ass off all night long and drank a shit ton of beer. I might have drank a case by myself, possibly, in the night.
Hey, they're trying to use that mushroom and stuff to help out people with major issues with their brain. You know?
Yeah, with PTSD and all that shit. That's what they're saying.
I don't know, fucking them all up like that. I don't know how that's helping them any, but
I would agree with you, except for my mom. My mom did ayahuasca, and she's a different person since she did it. I talked about it on here a lot. My mom, when she did ayahuasca, she's completely different. She would never, like my mom, if you even mentioned my dad, she'd be like, fuck the motherfucker. You know, she just talk shit, this and that. She literally, like, she'll check and ask me how he's doing. She will, not because she cares enough that she wants to be with him or nothing crazy like that, but she just, for my benefit, she checks, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then she's actually told me the nice qualities he had when she met him, stuff like that. Like, that would never have come out of her mouth. She started saying, I love you when she gets off the phone. I don't remember ever hearing my mom say, I love you until probably like 4 or 5 years ago. And she said it, and it just was like, love you too? Like, it freaked me out at first. I don't remember her ever saying it.
yeah.
So it definitely changed her, for sure. It changed her 100%. She's at peace. You could tell. It definitely did. But that was ayahuasca. I don't know what the differences and buzzes or any. I don't, because I never did anything. But that's what it's for. It's that they say it like it heals you, I guess, mentally. My mom said it lets you purge everything that you out of you, get rid of it all. That's what she said. You take it and then you puke in a bucket. She said you just puke and puke and puke and puke your guts out.
Sometimes you do that with the wild mushrooms.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you like boil it and make tea, or we used to do Kool-Aid. Yeah.
It makes you, and then once you puke, you trip balls.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's what I call it, tripping balls. I go, you trip balls after you puke? And she goes, no, what does she say? Says you see everything. You see your past, your future. You see it, you let it all go. You know? That's what she claims. And like I said, I see the effect.
So you turn into a love child.
My mom always was a love child, always. My mom always was a hippie. I mean, that's...
Yeah, but most hippies don't you know, they're not mean towards anybody or...
my mom was mean as shit.
Yeah, I don't get it.
When I was a kid, my mom was mean. Mean.
That's because you were probably a bad kid.
That's true. Fair enough. I mean, I was a bad kid. 100% I was. But she was
sometimes
still meaner
they
than
give
that.
up, man. It's like, I mean, they can only take so much. They're a human being. And you're their child. And then you're a little bastard out there running the streets and getting in all kinds of trouble and stuff. Well, it wears on them. And it's like they finally give up on that shit. And what else can they do but beat your ass?
My mom never gave up. She just was going to beat me into submission, period. That's just how she
got all of her
was.
frustration out.
She was beating me into submission from the rip. There was never... My mom didn't play, for real. My mom did not play. My friends called her Darla Superfly Snuka. True story. That's a true statement. She was wild. When she'd get mad at me, oh my God, she would tear me up.
Yeah, my family was like that too.
Yeah, that's how she was. She was just one of those, that's just how she was.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I look back at it, I go, I always thought it was ridiculous. I've never liked the idea that I got hit like I did. I always thought it was ridiculous. No reason for it. I always thought it was absurd. That being said, Danny and Bobby probably should have got their ass beat more like I did. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I go, well, maybe it helped me. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure it did.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine it's everything I go through makes you who you are, right?
Right.
So, I mean, I'm not unhappy with who I am, so I guess but I just don't look like the idea of hitting a kid,
Yeah, I know. I'm the same way. Like when my son was born, and as he got older, he got in trouble a couple of little times at school or whatever, but I never was into the spank. I got my ass spanked a lot, but I never spanked him. Never did.
Yeah.
Never did.
Yeah, I never got like spankings from my mom. It was just a flying off the handle rage, throwing shit at me, like just like off the chain. It wasn't like you got bent over and you know what I mean? It was like always off the rage. Like she was coming in hot.
Yeah, she didn't think about it. It just happened.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh, it happened. You ever been in the apartments in Pearl Village?
No.
So when you're in the apartments, and I'm sure they're not uncommon. You've probably seen apartments like it. So when you first walk into the apartment, the front living room is to your left, and then there's a little like aisle kitchen on your right. And in between, there's a window cut out, just drywall wrapped opening window, basically, from the kitchen to the living room. My mom started chasing me one day, and I'm running circles around that whole thing, that wall. And every time she got to the kitchen and I'm in the living room, she chucked some shit through the window at me.
So it was open on both ends?
Yeah, it was open. Yeah, you would. Yeah, because the other side was like where the dining room was or whatever. So yeah, I'm just running like this, and she's just, forks, but whatever she got her hand on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? She didn't hesitate. And then I took off. I took off from there. I went straight down the hall and throw her for a loop, down back to the bedrooms, and I locked the door. Mm-hmm. And I go down there and I go to take a left, and liquid makeup, man. You know how hard those fuckers are? Freaking shit, that thing is hard. That liquid, like CoverGirl, that fuckers are hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was crazy. She could be crazy. But people that meet her, you've met her.
Yeah.
You hear the way she talks, and everybody's like
she's very low key.
Yeah, she's very soft spoken and stuff. Mm-hmm. When she yells, she's soft spoken too. But to me, it sounds like she's at the top of her lungs. But when she yells, it's soft spoken. Nobody knows she's yelling but me. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyways, what were you saying about beating your kid?
I only did it twice a week. No, I never did beat him.
No, not for nothing he did? Not one whipping ever?
Not one.
Not even one? Not a backhand, nothing?
Nothing.
Lexa got a backhand once.
I remember when I was growing up, as many times that I've gotten a spanking and everything else switched and whatever, I just did. I felt like that wasn't the proper way. I
agree.
And it was my first time to have a kid, and I just figured that you don't need to have violence to get them to do things right.
Well, my thing is like, how come if I hit you, I can go to jail?
Right.
But if I hit the most defenseless thing in the world, a little child, that's legal.
Not everywhere.
But that's just how I always seen it. Like, that just doesn't add up to me. I don't like that.
Well, because throughout history, that's just a norm.
Yeah.
To discipline your child to keep them straight.
Well, in Islam, what it is you could hit your wife as long as you don't raise your arm when you hit her. You could go like this.
Do it like a sidearm?
Yeah, you just can't raise your armpit.
Throw a huge rock at her or something?
Yeah, you could hit her with a switch too, a stick, everything. But it's got to be, you can only do it straight ahead. You can't raise your arm.
Don't they still stone women?
I'm just telling you what I watched a whole video, and the guy said that's the rules. And
is that a new rule?
No, that's the way it's always been. You're never supposed to strike them crazy hard, but you got to hit them to keep them in line. That's what it says. Swear to God, that's what she said. What he said. He said, so you never can lift your arm. That's how they prevent from striking them too hard.
I saw something here recently about some law on some religion like that that they had just changed the laws a little bit recently. You can still, I guess, you can still beat your wife or whatever, but I mean, they made. I'm like, why would you even need to do that shit? You know, I'm like, why do they feel like they have to go around and knocking the shit out of their women? You know. And they can probably have more than one wife, right?
Yeah, I believe they can. Yeah.
Yeah, so they can have multiple ones, and maybe one of them doesn't want to put out one day. And
In all fairness, if you had 4 wives, you'd have to hit a couple.
yeah, just.
I mean, Jesus, cry me. There's got to be 2.
I got it now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, if you got 4 wives,
At least a couple.
At least of them have to be hit. Yeah, at least the minimum.
Daily.
Somebody got to take the aggression out on. Jesus, cry me. Can you imagine all that bitching?
Oh shit.
No, they wouldn't dare, would they? In those religions, they wouldn't dare bitch.
No,
they would never. No.
No, because I literally think you could throw them dig a hole and put them in there and bury them and stone them.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus. But you're talking, that's heavy Islamic. That's like Iran.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, I don't get that. And I believe that, because I watched a movie on that, and they were saying at the end of it that it's still in their laws that they can do that. I mean, they don't really practice it that much anymore, but it's still there if you need to. You know, it's like.
Oh, if you listen to some of those crazy laws that they have, like me and Guido were doing things where we were looking up laws, and Guido was doing them. He was coming at me going, "Is this real or not real?" And there was different laws. It was crazy, the ones that were actual laws on the books. Mm-hmm. But there's some states that still on their laws, like say like it's legal to beat your wife on Sunday from 9 a.m. or no beating your wife before 8 a.m. on Sunday or something like that. Like, what the fuck?
Well, they don't get rid of the old ones.
So they're just still sitting there. Yeah.
And you can use those laws.
Oh, yeah, to protect. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You could use them against. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have to go way back to find some stuff like that. But even like spitting on the sidewalk in public, that was a law in Texas, anyways.
Yeah.
And you can get in trouble for that.
Every old Western in Texas I ever seen, they're going.
Yeah. Everybody be in jail.
Yeah, everyone. Did you ever watch like Westerns and all that when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Bonanza and all that stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I loved that show when I was a kid.
My grandmother watched Westerns all the time. I spent a lot of time with her. So,
yeah.
Yeah, she watched them constantly.
See, look at that. That's why we get along. I grew up a grandma's boy too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bobby and Danny's mom, my mom's mom. Mm-hmm. I was always with my grandma.
Yeah.
Always. I was definitely a grandma's boy.
And she always had that government cheese too.
Yeah, my mom always got that. That shit was amazing.
Yeah. They don't have that no more.
No. I'd love to have some of that. Mm-hmm. My mom's boyfriend back then worked at the neighborhood house. He'd unload the trucks.
We need to write a letter to Hegseth and ask him if he can send us some of that cheese, because he's got connections.
Do they still make it even?
I don't know. I mean, I hadn't seen it since like I was probably 15 years old the last time I probably seen
Sounds probably about the same for me. Something like that, 14, 13, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She always had it.
Oh, I loved that shit. That and I like my mom used to make like pastelillas out of the canned pork. They had the canned pork and the canned beef.
Yeah.
And the powdered milk. Oh my God, that powdered milk.
I had a lot of that.
That shit was horrible.
Yeah. Well, you get used to it.
I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah. It wasn't especially with the right
more like
cereal.
Water, really.
Yeah, it was absolutely water.
Yeah. But I mean, I drank a bunch of that. But I had to grow up on goat milk because I was allergic to breast milk or even cow milk.
I know I was allergic to my mom's milk and had to drink. I had to drink like carnation milk or something like that. Mm-hmm. I forget what they call that, but that's what I had to go to, I guess.
That must. I don't know if they had formula. They must have had formula back then, right? They had to have. Did they?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe they did, but I don't.
I bet they did.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
We could check right now. When did formula come out?
Right.
They're going to tell me some race car bullshit.
Because I can't remember.
I don't remember it either, actually.
Being like a teenager and ever seeing any of that kind of stuff.
When did formula come out? F1 racing. Infant formula.
What?
It probably wasn't around when you were a kid. Probably not. Because it wasn't even invented till the 1800s. And the modern versions were developed in the 1900s. Yeah, 1800s, the formula came out.
I wonder what that was.
I don't know. They said they call the modern versions the 1900s.
Jeez.
So there had to have been something different. Had to have been something different. Had to have been. Yeah, it just had to have been.
That's a big business, man.
Formula?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's only a big business because the government supplies tons of money to buy it and provide it for everyone. If they didn't, people wouldn't just be out buying formula. I mean, they would. I bought it for all my kids, actually. I paid for it for all my kids, but most people are getting that shit through WIC or whatever.
I had to buy it because my wife didn't have no titties.
That doesn't matter.
She didn't produce enough milk at all.
No?
And then he was also, she tried for a little while, but she wouldn't really produce a whole lot. And then plus he couldn't handle it. He was colic, so ended up having to get that formula and using that his whole time. They say breast milk is the best stuff for you.
That's what they say, but it's all, the problem is, okay, yeah, it probably is. It's the way you're designed.
Right.
It's the design, God's intent is for it to be that way. So it's got to be the best thing for you. It has to be. The problem is if you're drinking, slamming root beer and eating Pepsi and frickin' this, and I don't think it's the best thing for you. I mean, it's just, how could it be?
The food and all that now.
Yeah, how could it be if you're eating just trash?
Right, which most people do.
Yeah, especially a pregnant woman that's freaking breastfeeding. Like Lexa breastfed both the kids, and her appetite, she became somebody who eats. She never was an eater like that. She's always been a grazer her whole life. And then all of a sudden she's breastfeeding. She could eat because she's feeding them. You know what I mean? Producing milk or whatever it is,
Yeah. We need to get back to growing our own food and make it better for us. I just saw a clip of a courtroom deal of a guy that lives in a subdivision, and they have pretty big lots in there. He had a huge garden in the back, and he had like 4 kids and was married. So they grew pretty much everything they ate. The city put a drone over their house because somebody says, oh, they're doing commercial and all this stuff, commercial growing, all this. They sent a drone over, took all these pictures, and took them to court. And they try to get they fined him $5,000 for not having a license for that.
To have a garden?
To have a garden in the backyard.
Oh, you're kidding.
No.
What state was this in?
I don't remember what state it was. I just saw it. I watched the whole video of it, and I was like, the judge when he was talking about it, he's like, this. He said that. I mean, the guy was really good when he went up there and was telling the judge, look, man, I'm trying to live better and growing we're not selling none of this stuff. I mean, we give it some to our family or whatever, but I mean, we eat this. And they're saying, oh, you got too many plants of this and too many plants of that. He says, we got fucking 5 tomato plants. How do you say that we're selling all this shit? The judge threw it out, but it's like, what the fuck is wrong with these cities?
Well, people are doing that, though. I don't know.
Well, who cares?
But I'm just saying it is happening. Not like to that degree, But I know, like, my dad, because my dad's living alone now, over there. My stepmom died or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, like, today he bought some lasagna from somebody that's selling it in the neighborhood. And there's somebody that brings over the banana leaf, what are those called? The Puerto Rican dish with the banana leaf thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That sells those in the neighborhood. So people are doing that, which is new. They never really, when my grandma was young, I guess, in Homewood, I guess she used to sell bread and stuff to everybody in the neighborhood. But I've never heard of, like, people selling meals like that out of their house.
Right.
But it's going on.
It is going on.
And when I heard of it, I went, wow, what the hell? It's a different day and time.
I don't mind that, really.
I don't either. But if somebody gets sick, we're going to mind it.
That's the problem right there.
Because there's no kitchen, there's no commercial, there's no health inspector, there's no...
But, the way I look at it is like, hey, that's up to you. Either you're going to trust them, to provide that meal without getting sick, or...
Yeah, that's between you and them.
Yeah.
That's the whole problem with regulation.
They're just trying to make some money.
That's the whole problem with regulation. It causes too many problems. I was just on the phone with Chris Bieber, he's the guy that I originally served my apprenticeship in his company when I was young, and he's the estimator guy for CAP right now. And he also has always raced horses. He's always had thoroughbred horses that he races. And he was telling me he had a horse run for $75,000. He only got to keep about 20 of that. The rest all kind of went to trainers and everything else he has to do. But he was saying it's almost impossible now to get thoroughbreds because of the regulation. They have to come in and inspect all the horses, everything, before you're allowed to even consider them racing. But I guess it's a state-by-state thing. So I guess West Virginia denied it, like they won't allow that. So when you go to Mountaineer, that's not regulated. So I guess a lot of people are going to start going more Mountaineer than they are other places. But I had no idea that they did that they started regulating the horses that are running.
They regulate everything.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Yes. There's no reason for us to regulate. There's no health safety for American people with horses. If you were, maybe you could make the argument about steroids or something. You know what I mean? I could add, fair enough. But other than that.
But they always check them anyways for that. Before races, they always check to see if they have steroids in. But that's the only thing I've ever heard of.
No, he's saying it's like way worse than that. Like I didn't even get into it. Of course, I was working. So, I didn't get too far into the conversation. But it definitely sounds like there's a lot going into it now. There's a lot of you have to pay, get a license, all kinds of stuff now, where that you never had to do before.
Right.
And that's absurd. That's absolutely absurd. For horse racing, that's not protecting one American.
Right.
Not one. There's no reason for it.
No, there isn't.
And it's not poisoning Americans. It's not damaging anything. The only thing would be steroids. Okay, keep the sport honest. Okay, fair enough. They're still giving them to them for sure. We know that. I hope so.
Speaking of quarter horses, I watched a documentary last night about this town in Illinois. I think it's called Dillon.
Really?
Yeah.
How's it spelled?
Like Dillon.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not really sure if that's the right name for it. But it's a town of like 16,000 people. And the neighboring town has like 15,000 and something. Out in the country, and this is kind of like totally off the subject, but the treasurer of the town, now bear in mind, 16,000 people. So, their revenue there is not really big. Their budget is pretty small. This girl stole $53 million on her own.
From a 15,000 people town?
Yes, and nobody fucking ever saw it. It was crazy.
How the hell did she do it? Did they say how she did it?
Yes. And she did it over like a period, because she got finally convicted in 2012. So she's in prison for a long time. But I think it started in 2009 or something like that. But over that span of time, she went to the bank. They had one bank in the town, which was Fifth Third or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And they had 6 accounts for the city in there, and then she went in there, opened another account that looked like a city account, kind of set up the same way, but she was the only signer on the account. And then she would take money from these different funds and transfer them over to that account, and then she would write her. This woman was stupid, actually. It was brilliant and simple what she did for a long time, but she kept all her fucking records in her fucking house. Every single record and transaction that she ever did. So they had
How much money did they recover?
41 million. She had
So she spent 12 million.
She had 400 quarter horses. She had the biggest freaking quarter horse farm in the United States.
Oh, no shit. She was doing it all with their tax money.
Yes.
Wow.
And her salary was $86,000 a year. Some of those horses, man, she paid $225,000 for certain horses.
Oh yeah. Joe, I bought one time. It was $260,000 for a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them get outrageous. I know. Right here. I know that Chris used to have a guy that was a millionaire in Illinois that died. I wonder. I'm gonna have to ask him about this because he probably knows who you're talking about. Find out the name if you can. But he was talking about it to me one time that it was a guy that he was a millionaire, but he'd buy all these horses and then he wouldn't want them and he'd get rid of them. But he'd pay like $30,000 for a horse and then he wouldn't want it and he'd tell Chris, just give me 15 for it. Chris would hurry up and run out to Illinois and pick it up. You know what I mean? Because he's buying a $30,000 horse for $15,000. And the one specifically that I know about, I think he said he did it like 7 or 8 times. But I know the one specifically that he told me about was that he bought for 15 that the guy paid 30 for. He said he ended up making like $85,000 off the horse, But I asked him about that and he said that guy's gone now. That he used to buy that off of. But I wonder if it has anything to do with this woman.
She did it on her own.
Well, but all them horse people, they all buy and sell from me.
Yeah,
see,
sure.
the way it works, a lot of those races. So, I only know because I worked for Chris for years. And then Joe has the trotters. He always has the trotters. He doesn't have the thoroughbreds. Chris always had thoroughbreds. He has the trotters, which is the guys on the carts or whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, Chris has bought for years. He's been buying those thoroughbreds, and he'll pick them up. You know what I mean? And he's had ones that he paid big money for, and then they break their ankle, and he's waiting for it to heal to win. But when they put them in the race, there's usually a price on their head. So, like, if you put it in a race, a lot of the races, to keep it fair, that's the way they keep it fair. If you put a horse in a race, it's got a price on its head. So, like, you could go to the horse track and buy the horse that's running right now for, like, say, $20,000. You wouldn't get the prize money, but you'd get the horse at the end. You see what I'm saying? They'd still get their prize money for running that horse,
right,
but they might not be able to keep the horse after the race. A lot, not all of them, but a big portion of those races are run like that. They have I forget what the name of it, a claim maybe or something it's called, but that's how they keep it fair. So they all know each other. They all are intertwined from running horses, and racing them. They all have that.
Oh, I'm sure
network.
They probably know who that person was.
Oh yeah, if she was the biggest one in Illinois, I'm sure, absolutely.
I think she was the biggest one in the United States. 400 quarter horses, and these things were. She was selling like the sperm. They auctioned that off. The Marshall.
Oh yeah.
Auction off. She had a ton of it.
Yeah, if you got big winners, like someone that won
she had a whole
the Derby or
room
the
in that house
or...
that was nothing but trophies and this and that and ribbons and whatever. She had tons of stuff.
Yeah,
but
you make money that way too, though. So some of that money she made on her own then with the horses, but she probably started buying them with their money, right?
Yeah, well, she bought it all with her. She kept taking money, constantly taking money from that city, and.
Just feeding it into the horses?
Just feeding it into her lifestyle.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
She bought a $1.2 million bus to ride around in to go to these things. I mean, it was like they auctioned it.
Who the hell does she think she is, Christy Nome?
But yeah, I think she's probably a relative of hers. But I mean, it's like, how can they not see that going on in that little bitty ass town?
Nah, that's crazy to me.
And she told somebody in the town that, hey, I got this money. I had a boyfriend. He passed away and left me all this money and stuff. And nobody ever questioned her whatsoever.
Wow.
And even the auditors.
Was she good looking?
No. When she was young, she was. But when they arrested her, nah, she was an old hag. But they audited several times. You know, a company came in and audited the city.
And didn't find it then?
Never found it. Never said nothing about it.
I would demand my refund from that audit.
Well, I think that there's.
I would sue the auditor.
I believe that the FBI is getting involved. They got involved in that too on a separate deal, or somebody did. Or
She
maybe
had
the
to have
city.
paid him. How could he have not have seen it if he audited the books? I mean, she had to have paid him.
Well, at the end of the movie, they tried to interview that company and that firm, and they declined an interview. So I'm pretty sure the city's going to go after them, you know, over that stuff. The mayor lost his job over it. You know, he didn't know anything about it either, supposedly, and the council people didn't know shit. But you know what? The mayor and the council people were the same as Lorraine, where they make all the decisions for the city. Now they don't have that anymore. They adjusted that. They have a city manager in there, and
they're a charter.
Yeah, and all of the city council members, they just do small stuff for the city now. I mean, they just kind of whatever, but the city manager basically handles it all now, and there's accountability. They need that badly in Lorraine.
Well, Lorraine is too nice of a city to be failing. I mean, the assets that Lorraine has for, I mean, river and lakefront and rail, and I mean, it has everything you need to be a successful city, a destination city, anything. It could be anything, you know. But stupid thing, like when I was talking with Tony, he was saying that because Bradley put out that post that they're looking for investors to develop in that land over there where the old iron ore piles used to be. Mm-hmm. And they've prepped it already. They put in grass and they put sidewalks in and all that stuff, and they're looking for developers. And Tony made a comment that he would like to see it be more residential and restaurant type stuff. And it's like, I get that. I understand what he's going for there, like on the river. I mean, that's cool. But I think Lorraine needs some business in there. And I mean, that's a perfect place for an office park. I look at like Rockside Road and Independence, all those offices that are 30 minutes from downtown Cleveland, 30 minutes from the airport. And I think Lorraine, lakefront, riverfront would be far better to have an office building there than you would at Independence, in my opinion. You know, because those are just different companies. Like, I mean, world headquarters and stuff like that are in those offices. I mean, There's no reason it couldn't be over there. And I think that would be nice to see something like that. And then once that happened, then all of a sudden you have some income coming into the city, you know, maybe some residents coming in back to the city that, you know, want to live close to work. I mean, I think that would be a big, big help.
Well, I sent you that link that they were talking about, Lorraine.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Which one?
I think it was basically the poverty and all that kind of stuff in Lorraine. It's just so high there. You know?
Yeah.
But I was watching a deal about Lorraine, some history on that, and back when they were booming with the steel mill and all that kind of stuff, they kind of went over the whole thing, and then they were saying, like, you know, once the steel mill closed down, a lot of people that could moved.
And the Ford plant too.
And a Ford plant.
It kind of closed at the same time.
Right. And the rest of the people, a lot of the rest of the people that stayed in Lorraine couldn't move because they couldn't afford to move.
Yeah.
You know, so they're still there, and it's poverty stricken.
Well, I think part of what happened there, which they're not telling you in the history books, but when you really look at it and think about it, I think a big part of that is that it was a union town. steel mill, the Ford plant, the shipyard was there too. When I was a kid, it was a shipyard, steel mill, and the Ford plant.
Right.
That was the good jobs in Lorain. And that's
And
all
a
union.
lot of jobs.
Yeah, a lot of jobs. And that was all union jobs. So everybody's old school is old school union Democrats. You know what I mean? Like that old school. And they voted and ran the city that way. Like that's how it's been run for years. And it really needs some Republican leadership. And I'm the first person that thinks that I like Republican leaders at the top. I do like Democrat leaders in the local, only because in the past, now it's getting kooky. Who knows now? You don't know anymore. But in the past, I always thought it was nice to have that hands-off approach up top and hands-on approach, you know, within the city, within your community, where you're kind of tight-nipped and controlled rather than making math. Because if you're doing something, you know, when you want programs and things like that type of thing, and you're in the community, this small community, and you're making that, I always felt like that's a good spot for a Democrat. You know what I mean? Back in the day when it was true Democrats and true Republicans. I always liked that design when it's set up that way. But Lorain was a bigger city, and it's been run like a Democratic union town for the last 50 years when there's no unions there, and it needs that good conservative business-minded leadership, I think, to come in and like really get it back to where it's going, you know what I mean, where it needs to go.
They got to get rid of that good old boy system there. You know,
Yeah, there's a lot of that going
a
on
lot.
for sure.
You know, like appointing all these different people that shouldn't even be in there. You know, like that councilman that got the DUI and domestic violence.
Well, he won his last election.
Yeah, and I just read yesterday.
He was temporarily appointed, and then he won his last election. So he's on. He's
he?
in. Yes, absolutely.
Well, who was running? Was it a female that was running against him?
No, it was Aaron Knapp.
Oh, that's right, Aaron Knapp. Speaking of Aaron Knapp, he's actually got a legitimate case against the city.
Because of them kicking him out of the council,
Yes,
or whatever.
They went to court already.
They did.
And the magistrate is kicking it around right now if they really have the legal stance to do that to him. So she hasn't made a ruling on it yet. It's probably Linda Webb. No, she's not even a magistrate anymore. She's a judge. But whoever the new magistrate is, they haven't actually decided yet. But if they rule in his favor, I mean, probably another suit that they're going to have to pay.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't particularly like Aaron Knapp, you know, as an individual, but I do like the fact he goes and checks them, you know. And
The problem is when you're checking them, I feel like you need to have more wits about you and more. I mean, it seems like it's always under attack, everything, and it can't be always and everything because then nobody listens.
Right.
And I'm with you. When I first saw his page, when he first started showing up, I'm like, oh, okay, this guy looks like he's gonna give him some shit here. I can dig it. You know what I mean? And then he just kind of went off the rails, and I'm like, yeah, never mind. Kind of like Candace Owens. I loved Candace Owens. Then she did the Brigitte Macron's Wife's a Man, and I'm like, okay, I don't really want to listen to this no more. And now she's on Erica Kirk is like, you know, taken over and killed Charlie Kirk. Well, she's not saying that, but
Yeah.
she's saying Erica Kirk's not a good person, and I don't think that Charlie Kirk would appreciate the way she's putting it out about Erica Kirk right now.
Right.
That's my opinion, but
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, I lost her because she just won't stop. It's just going off the rails for no reason, and I feel like he's the same way. He just goes too far. I mean, he has legitimate complaints for sure.
He's just
them.
a little bit too aggressive, you know, when he goes down there. It's like he's looking for them to start some shit to maybe fuel some type of
He likes to
lawsuit.
push the buttons,
But sometimes you just have to, you know, because these people down there, they're a lot of times they're not doing right, and these commissioners, you know, and Lorain commissioners, those three people over there, they're not doing a very good job.
you don't think so?
I don't think so. No, I don't think they're doing a very good job.
I actually like Rydell and Moore. I mean, quite a bit. I mean, I
don't
really
know
like
any of
them.
them personally, but I
like them personally, and I like them. I think what they're doing is good. I think that I would like to have seen that mega site go in. I think that would have been huge for the county of Lorain. I'd love to see it.
it ain't dead yet, is it?
I don't know, but I
don't
know
think
that
so.
there's a lot of bitching going on about it.
I think they just had another meeting like today.
Yeah, today. I didn't look at today's meeting. I didn't look at it yet. I was at work.
I just think that Lorain County and Lorain is so mismanaged, and I think that some people have too much authority. I think, and especially in Lorain, I don't think that Bradley should have the amount of authority that he has, even though he's the mayor. He controls everything, everything. They need.
What do you mean by that? Like, what is it? Like,
He
give me
makes
an
the
example.
decisions
About everything?
about everything. Even if the city council doesn't want to do it, he can overturn that shit and do it.
So it used to be. I used to hear Mantini had all the power in Lorain, and he was just the auditor.
The auditor shouldn't have any power, really.
Yeah,
But
If you say I'm gonna audit you unless you do this, you got a lot of power.
yeah, I don't know. I just think that they need to revamp the whole city deal here. The government, they're just very wasteful. Like spending money on those dumb signs that they put in downtown, that didn't attract anything.
What signs? What are you talking about?
Like the ones they put over the street, those
Oh, it
big.
looks so nice down
Oh
there.
yeah, it
What do you
looks great. Yeah, it brought in so many businesses.
mean? Isn't that supposed to be that like you can go? Can't you have open container from sign to sign
Yeah,
on the street?
yes. That's because they put a new sidewalk in there so you don't trip.
I like that one. I think that's good.
I think so too, but there's no. What? Scorchers is up for sale,
Yeah.
so he may close. And where are you going to drink? Where are you going to have your containers at?
Well, there's a lot there.
There is?
Yeah, there's a lot of bars there.
Well, I don't know. I just think that I think they just need to revamp it.
The problem is that I don't disagree with you. I think that that's true, but I think that there's things that I don't foresee right. Like I remember when Speak of the Devil went in, I didn't think that had a chance, but it's turning out that it's busy and he does very well there.
That's because all the judges and all Bradley and the council members, all those government
But they need
people,
somewhere to go,
Well, yeah.
and they provided some place for him to go.
Well, they're getting all that money, all that extra money that they're getting from everywhere else. They got to go spend it somewhere, right? So they
Well,
go over
that's
there
not fair.
and they buy-
Bradley's been an attorney, a very good, high-powered attorney his whole life. So he has money coming in. So that's not fair.
Okay, so you remember when I told you about me going down and having a meeting with him?
Yes.
Okay. He guaranteed me that they would take care of that situation. Guess what? In matter of fact, before I left that meeting with him and every damn director in the whole city, I told him to his face, I said, you know what? Everybody told me that knows you that this shit's going to go in one ear and right out the other. And then he did not like that. So, he's like, I don't need this damn job. I don't have to do this. I do it because I live in Lorain and I want this city to do better and this and that. I said, well, then do better, And he goes, we'll take care of it. Never happened. That was like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Same problem next door. They don't give a shit.
Well, that's that over there. That's like I don't even know why Lorain annexed that over there. They should have never annexed that. That should have just stayed township. I don't know why they even. They're not doing anything for it.
They're making money off of the.
Yeah, but they're not
taxes.
doing anything for it.
They do a little bit, but not much.
Now, it looks worse than it did when I was a kid.
Yeah, the roads are horrible.
Yeah, it looks worse than it did when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
But it also has a lot to do with the people that live there. They're not.
Well, it always
things.
wasn't never that was always kind of like shanty town. We called actually behind Vincent's shanty town, but that was very similar over there. It was never like, and we only called it that because a lot of people had gravel driveways, and you know what I mean, no sidewalks and stuff like that.
There's no sidewalks.
Yeah, they were different then because we were in the developments. You know what I mean, so it was different.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few sidewalks in there, and it's only because they put them in there so they can get that tax abatement. And that's long gone. So they don't even have that anymore, so nobody's going to put a sidewalk anywhere. Like my neighbor across the street, Jim, he's got a sidewalk.
Just his house?
Just his house.
From his house for a second. And they got a tax abatement for doing it?
Yeah, he did.
So what is it? What was the tax abatement?
I don't think he paid any taxes for like 12 or 15 years.
Put a sidewalk in. What the hell?
Yeah, but they don't have it anymore.
Oh,
they eliminated it.
Yeah, sign me up. I'm putting a sidewalk
Oh, yeah,
in.
absolutely.
No taxes for 12 to 15 years?
Yeah, but that's gone. That's gone. Yeah.
That's a good idea, though. That's a good idea for the neighborhood. That would have helped. I mean, you would think everybody would have put a sidewalk in.
I think you had to be a new person there, like you just bought it. Like
okay.
A brand new resident. It wasn't somebody that was living there forever and then they said, hey, if you put the sidewalk in, we're going to give you this.
Yeah, that's the way America works. It's bullshit.
Yeah. So it was just basically for new people that came in.
Yeah.
And did improvements on the property.
It's like my dad gets $900 a month for Social Security, but you know, if you come over illegal in California, you get $1,500 a month.
Right. Plus EPT.
Right.
Plus cash assistance.
Right.
Yeah.
But the guy that paid taxes and worked his whole life, well, I mean, he probably didn't pay. He probably dodged taxes as much as he could. I'm not saying he didn't, but he definitely had to pay some. I mean, everybody does.
Well, he's getting $900.
I mean, he worked at Ford. He worked at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah, the way that they're handling all that is ridiculous. I mean,
it's absurd.
I mean, it's not fair. It's not fair because, I mean, even like they're giving Hickseth that whole issue about the lobsters and all that shit, right? For $22 million. And then you got Minnesota over there handing out $1 billion.
Billions.
Yeah, billions to illegals.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what the fuck? And they're not even bitching about it over there.
Somebody said that they should make that what's her name? What's the Somalian lady? What's her name? I forget it now. My mind sucks.
Alam or what? Alam something or...
They said they should make her the next supreme leader.
I'm getting really kind of worried about all that stuff anyways, because I don't understand why the American people are voting these idiots in there, you know?
Well, it's not the American people. That's the problem.
It's got to be.
It's not. That's the problem. Because where is she in charge of? She's in charge of the highest Somalian illegal immigration that there is, and legal and illegal Somalian immigration. They voted her in.
I get that, but she's got a district. And
that district...
Are you saying it's full of nothing but them?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Well, how about AOC? What's that excuse?
I don't know. I mean...
They just got a bunch of retarded people living there?
Yeah, New York has like always been like that, though, right? Isn't she New York? She's New York, right?
Yeah, she's the Bronx.
Yeah, that's always been like that. You know, I watched a documentary on the Bronx. Did you know that was about gentrification? Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
So the Bronx apparently was the place to live. Like in the 40s, 50s, that's where you wanted to live. You wanted to live in the Bronx. That was it. That was the spot, the Bronx, Brooklyn. That's where you wanted to live. And they came in with these multifamily high rises because, you know, it wasn't fair. It was gentrification. It was no problem. And they came in and turned it into what it is. And now nobody wants to live there.
Yeah.
I mean, people do live there, obviously. But I guess it was like the premier suburb prior to them bringing in high rises. I didn't know that.
It's definitely poverty stricken.
Yeah, they brought in government housing, high rises, and as soon as they did that, everybody else left. They just completely dipped out of scene, and it's just ruined the whole entire, you know. Boy, wouldn't that be something? You buy a nice house at night, getting the best development like that. Oh my God, it pissed me off.
I believe that's in the same case in a lot of places around Cleveland too. You know, like I believe that East Cleveland at one point in time, those houses are freaking 3,000 plus square footage homes.
Oh yeah, that was East Cleveland was amazing.
Yeah.
You don't know about that's where Rockefeller lived.
Yeah, so it's like, that was a great neighborhood at one time. Now look at it.
No, that was they call that they say that was the Beverly Hills of the 1900s. Like in the early 1900s, 1800s, that was it. That's where you lived. Rockefeller, like J.P. Morgan, all them. They all lived over there.
Is that where the Millionaire Row is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. That's all that was over there. That's where they were big enough. That was big, and everybody was there. That's everybody wanted to be there. And then all of a sudden, it just kind of slid out to New York and other places.
I remember when I first came here. Actually, before I actually moved here, I was looking at some other properties over on, is it JFK that has all the parks and everything all the way down it?
MLK.
MLK, yeah. That's right, MLK. So I turned off a street right off the road on the left.
That's rough.
And I was like, I was looking at this one building they had there, and I was looking at the architecture of it, and I was like, holy shit, man, this thing looks badass. I mean, it was a beautiful old building.
Yeah, that's where it was, yeah.
And it was a apartment building, and it had a complete basement type of parking area underneath it, and a parking garage in the back. And it had 145 units in that thing. And I looked that building up, and the guy that bought it, he bought it for like $90,000.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, man, what if I go and ask him if he'll take 120?
He probably put 200 in it after he bought it.
No.
You sure?
It was the same. There was no development in it at all. It was closed.
Oh, it was. Oh, okay.
It was closed. They had one building next door to it that kind of in the same era, but it had apartments that they had residents there, but you could tell that it was probably mostly Section 8 type stuff, and government ran kind of thing. But I should have done that. I should have offered some money to him, but it would have cost a ton of money. But it was cheaper back then than it is now.
To remodel,
to rehab
for sure.
that place. But I was like, man, I'd have to get a few investors involved, but I just never did. I ended up buying a little shithole here in Lorraine. But you got to admit, I got a good deal on that damn thing.
Well, I mean, at the time it wasn't to Lorraine. Lorraine, that's what they were going for at the time. And then now they've skyrocketed. Everything's just shot up, which I guess it had to happen at some point. At some point it was going to happen. But yeah, everything's skyrocketed now.
I think it's more. I think right now the property values over there are way more than what they're really, and realistically, the value of them. I think they're just too much. I mean, it's like a catty corner from my house. It's like that double wide mobile home, sold for $130. He didn't even list it.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, for a double wide.
Yeah.
I mean, what the. So, I mean, you could buy a brand new for $70. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's that. Though there was a house across the street from me that was kind of run down, and the guy wanted to sell it, and I walked over and I told him I'd give him. I think I told him I'd give him $12,000 for it, only because they had a garage in the back. I like kind of big garage, and it was in bad shape. I'd have to shore it up, but that'd have been a nice storage area, And then maybe rent the other little tiny house, like maybe 700 square foot house, like really small.
Yeah.
So I said, I give you 12. He goes, I turned down 60. I go, you better take 60.
Yeah.
That guy,
across the street from your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy ended up selling it for 70. The guy that bought it for 70 sold it for 90 a year later. And the guy that sold it for 90 or bought it for 90 flipped it for 130.
Yeah, I can't hardly believe
and did
that.
nothing. Nobody did anything to that place.
I've seen it. It's a shack.
Nobody's done anything to it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's absurd. Like, that's the most absurd thing I've ever seen in my life as far as how that went. And I literally, it was worth $12,000 in my opinion. That's what it was worth to me.
Yeah. If anything.
And I thought I was being nice.
If anything, a knockdown.
I just wanted the garage. That's all I wanted was the garage. And there's not even enough land there to start over.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
you're like
probably wouldn't.
shared a driveway with a neighbor and stuff. Like it's small, you know?
Yeah, like over where Guido lives.
Exactly the same, except it's, they got bigger backyards and stuff than Guido does. But yeah, so it's exactly the same.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever do that shared driveway and all that. Nah.
Guido has his own. Guido has his own driveway, but he's one of the few. Some of those houses don't even have a driveway where he's at.
I don't think so. Because that garage is in the backyard of the neighbor.
Guido has his own driveway. He's one of the few houses that do.
His driveway goes back, and then that garage is on the edge of the driveway and goes over into the yard of the neighbor. So I don't know if that's a shared garage or what, but it's got to be like some kind of a shared deal.
No, not the driveway, isn't.
Maybe not the driveway, but the garage?
That's not his garage either.
Oh, it's not his garage?
No, that's not his garage back there. He doesn't have a garage.
But it goes right through it.
Not in his house. His driveway goes straight back, and he's got like his trailers and stuff straight back there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't have a garage back there.
So I guess they access that through the alleyway then. Right?
Yes, that happens a lot. A lot of them over there have alley access over there for sure.
Which ain't there anymore.
Correct. Yeah. But you can see how it works when you come down Tacoma. You see the back of the houses that are across the street from them. Mm-hmm. They all have that same thing where it accesses to the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goofy.
Yeah, real goofy.
But you got to remember when those houses were built, it was built for mill workers. They could walk to work. They didn't have to have a car. Not everybody had a car back then, so you could buy a house without a car.
But now you got his whole street is full of cars. The whole
whole thing. It's crazy. That's why he was having all those fights with the neighbors about parking out there and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Because he's got a driveway, but he's got like 3 vehicles or 4 vehicles or whatever. He doesn't have he's got a trailer,
plus
2 trailers.
Plus one in the street.
Yeah, he's got 2 trailers, a dump truck, and 2 cars. So he's taking up his driveway, his backyard, and the street.
Right.
Right. But he's allowed. He's allowed to park in the front of his house. Oh,
yeah, right. And I think that was the problem he was having is the neighbor kept parking in front of his house.
Correct.
And he didn't have anywhere to put that 7th vehicle.
Right.
So.
Right. That's exactly what it was. And the guy would be an asshole. He'd wait till Guido moved, and then he'd run to the store, and he'd come back, and dude had jumped out and ran. And
right.
The guy must have just been sitting there waiting for Guido.
And then put cameras on top of his car.
Well, and even worse than that, I think he was putting like garbage cans to block it so that Guido couldn't park there or something. It was the whole thing was crazy.
Yeah.
That was a whole shit show.
Can you imagine living next door to somebody like that and have to deal with him on a daily basis?
My wife, man, our next door to our house, my wife right next to our house is a woman that just harasses. Hasn't been a lot lately, but harasses the shit out of the kids. She's a bitch. She freaking, like, I've literally seen, like, the Amazon truck driver will pull in the driveway across the street, and they're going to back into hers because, pull forward and then back into hers and turn around because we're on a dead-end street. And I've seen her run out there and put cones in her fucking road when he pulls in her driveway right at the road. She's fucking crazy. She's, and like, what is it going to kill you? She doesn't even have a concrete driveway. If I did, it would make sense. You might crack my concrete. She's got a gravel driveway. What the hell is it going to hurt your gravel driveway?
Right. Yeah, I remember when I went over to your house and I backed into her thing and took off, out of there. And you said something to me about
she'll lose her shit, dude. She's freaks out.
That's weird.
Same with the kids, like when they're playing ball, if the ball goes into her yard a little bit, like, who gives a shit? Like, it's not like now I could understand if she had a manicured lawn, if she was like Scott's in it or paying lawn care service, and she's got a bunch of weeds she cuts, same as me. I'm not saying I'm any better, but it's just weeds out there. It's not like nothing's gonna get hurt. I mean, if a ball goes in your yard, what the hell do you care? It's just hating on kids for no reason,
Yeah. Yeah, I only have one person that comes through the neighborhood that is some girl that walks her dog, and I only see her on the weekends when I'm there, and but for some reason she'll let her dog just walk in everybody's yard and take shits and everything. She don't pick it up or nothing like that. But you know, and I'm like, and my dogs, you see my dogs, they're little, and but they think they're big, and they're.
And you let them run loose.
I let them run loose. Yeah.
Yeah.
They won't go out of the yard. They just stay in the yard. But man, when they smell another dog in that, they go fucking nuts.
They won't now. If they see another dog, they won't run out of the yard to chase it.
Nope.
No,
They'll bark.
but they won't leave the yard.
They won't leave.
That's pretty good.
They're stuck right there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. That's what that shock collar does. I only had to do
Oh, it's a shock. Oh, okay.
I only had to
gotcha.
do it one time.
I tried it. Amanda won't let me do it no more.
I did it one time, and that's all they needed.
I tried it on Tipsy to put we've got one, and I put it on her, and it's one of those wireless ones. So it's got like a radius that goes that it can go or whatever, and you got the transmitter.
Right.
And might have had it a little too tight. You know, when I first did it, I might have had it a little too tight. So she's just literally on the sidewalk in the front yard. And she freaking flipped and yelped, and Amanda yelled at me, and that was it. That was never going back on the dog again, ever. Yeah.
I still put the collar on them, you know, because the youngest one tends to run down the road a little bit because there's a couple of dogs, like a huge poodle, you know, like one of the full-size poodles.
Yeah.
And some kind of a mixed lab of some sort.
A labradoodle?
No, but they live like, you know, catty corner in the back. And I don't know. I guess he just lets them run loose or something. But they come around in my yard and all that kind of stuff, and they can be in the yard. I can't hear them. Right? My dogs go nuts inside. They can smell them or something. I don't know what the hell.
Have you ever actually seen her let her dog shit in your yard and not pick it up?
Yep.
And you didn't say nothing?
I didn't, but I did basically give her a really nasty look. And now, when she comes, she skips my house because I go outside immediately when she starts walking around.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And there's a park across the fucking street. Why don't you just go walk?
Why not just pick up your shit?
Yeah.
Like every civilized human being.
I think something's wrong with her.
It's it's one thing if you don't pick up his shit in your yard and you want to fucking bombs to dodge on your way to that's up to you. But to fucking distribute them through the neighborhood, that's fucking, you're a bitch.
Right. Well, she's like over this past weekend, I saw her coming, you know, started coming down, and she saw me, and she just kind of turned around and went back in another direction and stuff. So if she sees me, she'll turn. But if she doesn't see me, she'll walk her fucking dog right over there. And it's like, and on everybody's yard. I mean, she just lets it go whatever she wants to do. But what I don't understand is you got the park right there. Just walk them in the damn park because nobody uses the park anyways. Plenty of grass in there. But she just has to do it.
Yeah, that park isn't a park, really.
Nah.
Nobody uses it. It's like got a bench on it. That's
About
it.
the only thing they use that for now is dirt biking. My neighbor across on the corner, those guys over there, they get their dirt bikes out, and they've made a trail all through that damn thing now.
Oh, really?
Around the trees and all that shit, yeah.
That's a pretty short trail.
It is a short trail, but it's a pretty small bike.
Like a little 50.
It's a grown man on that damn thing. Yeah, it is. It's like a 50 or an 80 or something like that. It's a real small little thing. But I don't know. It's just that neighborhood's something else.
Yeah. Well, it's been a while. We've been on here for like 2.5 hours. Can you believe that? Holy crap.
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
Time flies.
Sure does. I guess we'll get off of here. You got anything you want to talk about?
Nah, I'm good.
If you got time to spare and you need work done, get a hold of Tex.
I'm almost done.
All right, we're getting out of here. Peace.
That's funny.
Why do the gays get to pick what they get all the good stuff? Rainbows, the first month of summer, apple.
Dude, I was up here and
this is ridiculous. I mean, Went to prison for 10 years for stealing 46 million.
Do not tell me he ate a booger.
Dude,
To sell chicken and not have barbecue or ranch is the most arrogant shit I've ever seen.
you would have showed a little bit of cleavage. Maybe if you'd have done all right. No, that's where we didn't have Facebook or Grindr. We had to go to Equivix if we wanted a girlfriend.
Are there a lot of girls on Grindr?
Chasing each other in the nuts. People wanting to punch me in the face. How would you bite Santa Claus? Like, I mean, if going into space for 3 minutes makes her an astronaut, does that make you a gynecologist? We'll just make up a song for every individual person. For you,
People quit.
for me. But we'll have AI write it. You know?
Yeah, you're gonna have people quitting.
Why? I'm not AI. I didn't do it. It's gonna be fine. She took an Adderall. And my wife goes, oh, good. Well, then we'll be all right. I think people are smoking weed, ordering DoorDash, and playing video games.
If you're gonna do it, read the instructions.
Did you wear a skirt? Doesn't. I don't care.
My mom is 70. And then the next text said, and a lesbian.
I got swatted one time in handcuffs at Subway. They came in and arrested like the owner for selling drugs. You know what one woman's drama's worth? Can you imagine a whole fucking mansion of just drama? There's more Mattress Kings than there is Chick-fil-A.
Money laundering.
You piss a lot of, who do you piss off?
Mostly clients.
And he goes, look, some people go to heaven, some go to hell. And he just closed the door. Archie Bunker.
Archie.
That's who we need.